to the first rebuild of Madden 24. As you can tell by the thumbnail that you clicked on or the screen that you're looking at right now, we are going to be rebuilding the Arizona Cardinals. There is a lot to look at with this team between, well, nothing. They have draft picks. That's great. Gotta have those. They have multiple firsts, hopefully two really high ones, considering the Texans trade they were able to make during the draft. But this team is very bare-boned. I did go ahead and do the preseason. I went ahead and started development just to get by that. A lot of it doesn't matter. Set up my training players. We'll go over that here in a second. We do have a couple breakouts, things like that to work for. I think our breakout player is Isaiah Simmons. He is going to be hopefully doing something that benefits us. This is a rebuild. We will not be playing the games, but we will be paying close attention as I'm effectively taking the role of the GM of this team, trying to win a Super Bowl as fast as I can. So, with going through this, we're playing the Commanders, I guess defense, and we'll cover the passing or something. I mean, they have Sam Howell. I don't know. Really, I don't care about these a whole lot. 200 air yards, that's not happening. Madden does not allow that to happen whatsoever. Yeah, we'll see. But let's go look through this this lineup. So, we do have Clayton Tune starting. I have him starting because Kyler Murray is going to miss a lot of the season anyways. And I could see a scenario where they keep him out the whole year because there might be options in the draft. They may not. Who knows? But he's going to be out probably through the first 8 weeks for sure. Maybe even a little more. We'll see how we're doing. But with our situation right now, Clayton Tune, he's only one overall worse, but 13 years younger than Colt McCoy, so I'm going to have him starting. James Conner is our running back. He's an okay back. He's not great. He'll do for now. We'll keep it. I don't love this receiver room. Not at all. Not at all. This is, to me, Hollywood Brown is probably a good wide receiver 3 or a low-end wide receiver 2. He's not a wide receiver 1. Rondale Moore is really just a gadget player. And, you know, I do like the young player Michael Wilson, but he has health issues. We're going to play him as wide receiver 3, though. I put him a little too high. I'd like to get him developed at least to a point, so he's going to be our third receiver. And then we've got tight end Zach Ertz and Trey McBride. Zach Ertz at one point in his career was a very good player. Not so much anymore, but he'll stay the starter for now. And our O-line is, I mean, it could be worse, honestly. It really could be. Paris Johnson at right tackle. DJ Humphries at left. Wilkinson's 28, I think. He's about 28. He's about 27. Not the best, but it's something to look forward to a little bit. You got a couple more years left. John Gaines could be a developmental player. We'll see on that one. Excuse me. The D-line here is atrocious. It's a terrible D-line that, you know, these guys might start on an XFL team. But that's the problem. They might. We're just going to skip over that. The cornerback room have a couple guys in Antonio Hamilton and Marco Wilson that are okay. And then they have Garrett Williams. I really like Garrett Williams in the draft. He has some health issues himself. So if he can stay healthy, though, I could see him being very good. Gonna ahead and move him to CB2. Want him to play for sure. And Keitrell Clark, another guy who I think could be pretty decent in the long run. I want him to play as well. Move him to CB4. I did move this team to a 3-4 instead of being a 4-3. I think it fits better. Gets Ojulari on the edge. And we can also run Sanders and Thomas as well. I'll probably start... I don't really care who plays, to be honest with you. They'll both play. Isaiah Simmons is a linebacker, in my opinion. We'll keep him there. They have a really good off-ball linebacking core. But good thing is, the off-ball linebacker is one of the most useless positions in the NFL. They're just, you don't have to have great ones to be a good defense. So, whatever. Budda Baker, a great player. Jalen Thompson, a good player. Something to work with there. Special teams, it's just special teams. Whatever. Who cares? Making sure the specialists look right. Cam Thomas will get that rusher spot. I like that linebacker. I think I want... Yeah, that'll be fine. Whatever. I'll probably put Keitrell Clark in here, right there. We'll do that later, though. And I'll put Michael Wilson as our slot so he can get some reps there. Other than that, third down back, keep James Conner in. It doesn't make that much of a difference. That'll be good for us. But yeah, I hope we're bad this year. I really hope so. We should have 2 picks. Could even look to trade Kyler at the midway point of the season if things go completely wrong. Get more capital. Maybe we'll save that for the draft, though. He's kind of an untradeable contract right now. We'll see what happens with that. But I'm probably going to... we'll check our scouts, but after that, I'm probably going to simulate to like week 3. I just don't see a whole lot of need to do a whole lot more right now with the rest of this. Scouting on week 3 there's some things you got to do there, so we'll see. But let's go ahead and check our scouts. This team sucks. The bare bones of this team are just atrocious. We're going to fire pretty much all of our scouts. We're going to get all new ones in here. At least those two for sure. And let's figure out who we want. I definitely could see us going for a quarterback. We could go for an outside linebacker, though we do have those young guys there already. The O-line's pretty rough, and they're old. Anything. D-line's bad. The D-line, the ends, and the defensive tackles are very bad. DNDT could be really good for us. But we do want some quarterback in here as well. I don't know. We'll go with the DNDT for the 3-star scout. And for a 2-star scout, let's see. Find the 2 stars and see what we can get there. Cornerback and wide receiver wouldn't be bad. But I want to get one with quarterback in here. I want to have some focus on the quarterback at least a little bit. Not with safeties. We've got decent safeties. That's probably the only... QB wide receiver, that works for me. I like that one. Let's see what we got. IOL, DE, CB wide receiver. I'm fine with that, really. Make sure, you always got to make sure your national scout is your 3-star, or it'll be next to worthless. And let's go see where the best quarterbacks are in the region breakdown so we can make sure this is the most efficient scouting possible. Strengths in the class overall are cornerback, wide receiver, and quarterback. That's pretty good for us. However, the D-line is pretty weak, and yikes. That's not good. Not good at all. We'll check the prospects in a minute. We might end up changing our 3-star scout. We may have to. Quarterback's good there. Not there, not there, not there. So quarterback will be in the West because we have one guy there. Other than that, ooh, this one though. The number 3 overall player. Number 6 overall player. We'll put the quarterback probably... Let's just go check out the players real fast before we get any farther. This might make the difference in everything, really. He's from Nebraska. That's going to be Central. Is there any good ends? Is it worth it to have a 3-star D-tackle D-end scout? Not really. This is the best one at 17. All right, so we're going to be changing our scouts. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got our scout set up. Weekly strategy. You can play these little mini games, obviously. That's one of the new features in this Madden. I'm not probably going to do too many of these throughout the season. I'll probably set them to autopilot. Right now, I'm not going to do these. Whatever, I don't really care. Just keep it moving. Wrong button, whatever. Let's just keep it moving. And I'll simulate to week 3 after getting a couple things done here. Like I said, we should have, I believe, a scenario to set. And that is going to be our season goal. We do. For our season goal, let's project to be as bad as possible. Because we probably will be as bad as possible. 4 wins, that's going to do it for us. Do I think we can do better? Maybe. Will we? Probably not. Hopefully not, honestly. Couple extra upgrades, see what we can do, see what development can be made. Never can hurt to have some more development. Clayton Toon. It's actually a good one to get. Get him to the point where he is just as good as anybody else here and can maybe throw the football a little better. Throw on the run. There we go. That's a good little stat to throw up there. And let's go ahead and simulate to week 3, see how our season starts, and work on some of the rest of our development. At the week 8 point, we are a absolutely abysmal 1-6. Hopefully our second pick from the Texans has moved up some. Hopefully we are in a much better spot from that position. We have a 3 pick. We have the 6 pick. So we are moving up the draft board. Hopefully we get to the top 5 in both of them. That'd be great for a team building perspective. I want to check the stats on this team. But before we do that, I do want to do a couple things. We have to set our scouting national focus. I think we're going to select corner. With how strong this corner class appears to be, 2 guys in the top 3 picks, definitely going to do that. It's too good to pass up. Corner and wide receiver both are very good, but we have some players at wide receiver, not a whole lot at corner, so I want to work on that for sure. I have been going week by week and just hitting the little upgrade points here and there, making sure everybody gets their development and stuff, but nothing crazy has happened, no breakout games, anything of those things. I would show you that, but honestly, there's not much to see when it's this. We will make sure we get these staff points done so we can get as close to getting that as we can. 18 more points and we'll get another development player. That'll be great for us. I will say, having Kyler as only like an 80 overall is a little bit demeaning. I don't think we're going to start him just yet unless the stats are just absolutely horrible. let's check out how we've done so far. These menus take forever to load this year. Clayton Tune has 1,000 passing yards in 7 games. That's awesome. This is bad, man. How many per game? 156 yards per game. Yeah. Maybe we will be starting Kyler Murray a little sooner than I thought. That is pitiful. Michael Wilson isn't even playing, apparently. Somehow, some way. Defense. Is anybody making any moves here? BJ Ojulari just had 5 sacks. We're not getting any turnovers. No forced fumbles at all. We've got 1 turnover on the season. That's a good way to not be good. This is bad. We're 30th in the NFL in yards and 26th in defensive yards. So, it's time to make an in-season change. I don't know. First thing I want to do is check out our salaries and see what we can do. Is there anybody we just need to dump? DJ Humphries is, or one of the tackles we have, isn't even playing right now. It's not Humphries. Humphries is playing. But he's making a lot of money. That could be something we look to get off of and just play the younger guy. Beachum is honestly not making enough for me to care. Other than that, let's go back to every player. We might look to get off of Humphries and just trade him for what we can. Kyler is on a ridiculous contract, whose cap hit will only get worse from here. Awesome. Can we restructure that? It only frees up 1.6. It's not worth it. Humphries will probably be restructured. Buda Baker, I won't touch him. Jalen Thompson's making a lot of money for a very okay player. Zach Ertz could very easily be a cap casualty after this season. There's not a whole lot of reason to keep him around. Paris Johnson obviously staying around. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and check the trade block. See if there's anything out there that we could use to develop our team in the long run. Because this is the trade deadline. Somebody crazy could be on this trade block. But probably not. There's not a whole lot of reason why anybody should give us anything. We don't have much to give them. So, Ramondre's on the trade block. Interesting. Because they have Ezekiel Elliott. We're not going to do that. That seems a little bit cheesy. Bernard Ryman. Interesting. I'm trying to just look through the top of these picks. Jordan Phillips. Not really interested. Epinesa. Not really interested in much of this. Definitely not. I just don't see a way that we can make this work in any sort of fashion. Jermaine Ifedi, I'll take it for the 3rd round pick, to be honest. Alright, sounds good. We got a 3rd round pick out of DJ Humphries. I'm good with that. Honestly, he's not going to be here much longer anyways. He's gonna regress. A 3rd rounder is probably as best as we could do. And that'll work for me. I'm probably going to look to end up moving Paris Johnson to left tackle so he gets good reps over there in a more valuable position. Yes, we absolutely will. Let's go ahead and make him the left tackle. He's almost getting his dev trade unlocked. I believe it's Madden. I'm a Madden creator. I kind of know what they are at this point. I think he's just a star. I don't think there's many superstars in this class at all. I wish he was better, but if he's not, whatever. I'm also going to move, is it Josh Jones? I don't even know his name anymore. I can't even think. Josh Jones, I was right. I'm going to move him to starting because at this point, I mean, he's probably going to be our future right tackle anyways. Not like we have much else to look forward to with Kelvin Beachum. So let's go ahead and get him some time. Try to get him some development on the field. Other than that, I do want to look at this draft class so far. Start looking to scout some players and scout them decently if we can. Depending on how much of the percentages we do have revealed out of them. A zone corner. Where's the other corner? There's 2 corners that are really high. Looks like he's falling down. Philip Blackshear has A power. Is that hit power? I don't know what it is anymore. He has A zone coverage, C man. That's not bad, but it's not amazing. Gregory Vogel looks okay. Could be better. That's a good rusher. I'm going to save him. That's a good rusher right there. A right tackle. I need to see more on him. I'm going to make sure he's a focus player we do later. Johnny Owens. We don't have anybody scouting tackles, I don't think, or at least that good scouting tackles. But if he's got a good run block, he could be really freaking good. That is a man corner. Zone coverage could be pretty good, but it's a B or C, so he's pretty average across the board. We'll go ahead and mark him. Luke Ross, he looks interesting. There is a lot there for this guy. Man and zone are both B. A catching. His press looks good. Great to elite acceleration. Good to great speed. He could be really stinking good, man. Catching's A, injuries C. Yeah, he might be a boss. We might have to watch out for him. Philip Blackshear, I'm not really interested in the safety. I guess I could move off of Jalen Thompson, but in the first round, I just don't know that's going to be worth it. Not great speed, great to elite. A, hit power. Yeah, it is hit power. Man, I just don't know if I'm really interested in him at this point. Moving on from there, that's a good center. We'll mark him. He needs to be scouted more later for sure. I'm going to skip down a little bit. Try to find maybe some positions of need or something. We do need a back, but I'm not looking to get that early. Desmond Hopkins looks pretty decent. Casey Cooks. In round 3 to 4, I like that range of draft pick. Carrying's B. BC Vision's B. Where's his juke move? I can't read any of that right now. Juke move's a D, so he's probably not that good, actually. He's an elusive back with D juke move. Not looking too great for him. You know, not really too many of these. Oh, whoa. Shaquem Benson. A break tackle, A ball carrier vision. If that catching is, good to great strength. Poor to marginal speed. We're going to have to look out for him later. Not good juke or spin move. Those are both very bad. We'll move on from the running backs. I don't know. I'm not really interested in the tight end, although Dontre Simmons looks very good potentially. So does Elijah Winslow. Round 2 to 3, he might be a guy we snag just in case. A really good left tackle here. I'm just kind of overviewing this right now because we just don't know what we're going to be looking for. We need to see a little bit more from the scouting positions that we already have. See what they're going to give us. Could be a good D tackle right there. I want to check him out a little more. Kendall Davis from Iowa State. I wonder if he gambles too. B block shedding, B awareness, A play rec, C finesse moves. Man, if he's got good impact and power moves, he could be really dang good. I'm going to mark him for sure. He's another guy we're going to keep an eye on. I don't really know about these middle linebackers. Not really interested in those. Mike Poole down here in the 3 to 4 range. Tons of AB. Man, B zone, A tackle, A to B pursuit. He is great. This guy, what is up? Why is he this low? Elite, great change of direction, great speed, great acceleration. What is going on? This guy could be really stinking good. Block shedding is A to B. Play recs A to B. Pursuits A to B. His power moves are D. Finesse moves are F. He's not really a rusher, even though he is like some other good things. He's more of an off-ball linebacker, but could be a very great player. A very great player. We're going to keep an eye on him for sure. And I think that'll be good for this week. I guess we're going to go ahead and move Kyler back in. We'll go ahead and say that his injury's up. This is probably about the time he'll come back in real life anyways. I just wanted to make sure we made it as realistic as possible. We will win a few more games because of this, but hopefully not too many more. I do think he will be a vast improvement, though. Probably have the 1,000 yards that Clayton Tune has in maybe 3 weeks, depending on how much we're throwing the ball. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get closer to the playoffs. I do want to stop right here at Week 18 real quick, and we are 4-12, not great, but we hit our 4-game wins or 4-win whatever. I don't even know what to say. So, Marquise Brown has increased his interest once again. You know what? If you'll take that number right there, we'll do it. All right. Not the best deal, but keeping a decent player around is, not a bad thing. Lecky Fotu is actually decent enough to keep around as a depth piece for sure. I'm going to take that bonus down for sure. You do not deserve that much. Bump that bonus and I'll sign. How about no? Yeah, not doing that. Other than that, man, I really just don't see any reason to bring back anybody here. They're all too old. Nobody's young enough to really want to bring back. Zaven Collins, like I said, we will accept that option easily, no doubt about it. But yeah, we're going to miss the playoffs, so I'm going to go ahead and simulate all the way to the end of the playoffs. In the season recap, the Cowboys beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl. QB of English, Seth. Josh Allen won MVP. Lamont Booker won Coach of the Year with the Jets, whoever that is. I guess they don't have Salah in the game. Offensive player Cooper Kupp. Defensive player Aaron Donald. Offensive rookie Bijan. And defensive rookie was BJ Ojulari. That is awesome for us. Will be a huge help. He is up to a 75 overall now, I believe. I don't know what his stats were. We will go ahead and look at the final stats of the season. First, let's make sure we didn't have any major retirements. I don't really think we do. There's not that many old players on this team. Let's see. The NFC West. Matt Prater, Kelvin Beachum, and Colt McCoy. Awesome. So we lost our... Well, good thing we played Josh Jones because we wouldn't have had any development and lost him for nothing. So, checking our stats. Go ahead and do that. I don't see anything on the right side. We did not have any top 3 in anything. Kyler ended up with 2,200 yards with 29 touchdown receptions. We were throwing the ball a lot. Clayton Tune, not great, but, I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. Didn't have a good year from James Conner. Average per game for... Oh, let's do it. Yeah, Kyler's average per game. 2 at 20. Not terrible. Wish it was more, but bad offense. Marquise Brown had 14 touchdowns on 1,200 yards. That is not bad at all. I did put Michael Wilson in to play more towards the end of the year, so that helped. Didn't have the best year, though. I don't think... Let's see, who had anybody... Will Hernandez had a really good year blocking-wise. On the defensive side, LJ Collier had 13 tackles for loss. BJ had 7 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. Not bad. Did we actually catch up on the interceptions? Okay. Garrett Williams had 2. Isaiah Simmons had 2. Buda Baker and Jalen Thompson both had 1. Not great, but better than it was. And we had a forced fumble. So, it all came back around in the end. We don't have a kicker. Gonna need a kicker. But I don't really care about that too much. We can find a rookie or something of those sorts in the draft or just as a free agent. So, not a great year. I don't know where we're looking at for our first draft. I don't know what our pick is going to be. I'm assuming we're at least in the top 3 for one pick. I have not checked. There's mock draft 3. Should be out this week. Mock draft 3. This will tell us our draft order. The official draft order is we land the 3rd overall pick and the 7th overall pick. Interesting. Will we need to move up for anybody? I don't know. Kendall Davis, that defensive tackle we were interested in, has gone all the way up to projected as a 3rd pick as a 1st to 2nd round projection. He must be pretty dang good. There's no reason why he would be that high otherwise. So, let's see what we can do here. We got to do some scouting. Get some more of this done. I don't think we're going to be interested in a quarterback. I really just don't see it. Running back either. This class, when I looked at it earlier, was not good. Will Dawson does look really good. He's 6'4", 230. That is a massive wide receiver. Good to great speed. Great to elite jumping. I mean, medium routes B, spec catches B, release is A. That's a good one. His deep route is a C. That does kind of turn me off of him a little bit. I'm not sure about that. Dontre Simmons does appear to be really good. I mean, I know that's not much different than what we saw earlier, but, you know, he just, I don't know. Trying to think of what we have in this department. I don't know. Brandon Heath. A, B, A, B. Potentially a D in impact blocking, but I'm going to lean towards, yeah, this guy's good. He's got elite, great agility, solid good speed. What's his strength? Do we have that? Decent to solid strength. Pass blocks A. Awareness A. Pass block power A. Run block B. Run block finesse C. So he's a power guy, but he's a center. That could be fine. This guy is really good. And he's a mid-pick. A day 3. Definitely going to keep an eye on him. 100% chance of that. Tommy Gregory is another day 3 guard who has a lot of high-end potential. Awareness is a good one. Strength is decent to solid. Impact blocking is an A. Pass block power is a B. Pass block finesse is an A. Run block finesse is a D. Run block power is an F. That's interesting. Very interesting there. I don't know. This is interesting, man. Johnny Owens does have good ratings. I don't know if we're going to really look at the tackle, though. I feel like I could be fine with Josh Jones. Chad Wiley looks absolutely menacing in that picture. Eli Tatum doesn't seem very good. Kendall Davis does look like about the only good D tackle. We may consider taking him. Teddy Rudd. We have 75% scouted. I don't know. Block shedding's a B. Solid, decent speed. Good, great strength. That's good for us if he's going to be an edge rusher. Power moves is an A. Hit power's a B. Play rec's a B. Zone coverage D. Block shedding B. He's also got C man coverage. That's not bad. As an edge rusher, he could be very good for us. Definitely going to keep him there. I don't know if there was much here. Steve Wilkerson doesn't look half bad. Don't really need a middle linebacker, though. This Mike Poole guy does look very good. He's going to be somebody we target very early. I already have those two liked. Is there anybody down the board? Tevin Barner, AABB. What's up with that? A catching, A man. A and B man and zone. All right, we've got our corner. We have got our corner. Great elite agility, great elite acceleration, good, great speed. Did I see this guy earlier? I don't remember seeing him. D injury, that's rough. B kick return, B zone coverage. C, this guy's very good. Tevin Barner is very, very good. He's 95% scouted. Did I not see him earlier? I am so confused right now. I just don't remember him at all, his name. Blackshear does have a round 1 projection. He seems high, but that corner looked very good. We do need a kicker. Is there anybody here that stands out? Kick accuracy. I need power. Kick power. Bad kick accuracy for some of these guys. These two are the best. I don't know. We'll see that later. I don't really care. Okay. So we've got some scouting. I feel like we need to find more on the defensive end front. I never really saw anybody that was super intriguing. Day 3 guys is probably what we're going to target because these guys just don't seem very good. See if there's anybody in the depth pieces. I guess this guy, Christopher Raymond, doesn't seem... He's got 2 Bs. It's not bad. B power moves and B tackle. C block shed. That's not bad. Good, great strength. That's a good sign. B tackle. I think we'll at least mark him down. He might be a guy we take later if we feel it fits. I don't really know if it'll matter too much. I do want to check the depth on receivers as well. Check the tackles. I don't know. I'm not really worried about a tackle. Nazir Langford. Tevin Winters. I'm just scrolling through players right now. Zeeler looks pretty good. A deep threat. Can we see what his deep route running is? I feel like that's kind of a good tell. Deep route's an A. Okay. If he's a deep threat and his deep route's an A, that could be a very good receiver. I'll mark him down. He's around 1 to 2. I feel like that's a little too early for us to take one. But kind of want to know if there's anybody in the late rounds that could be a solid pickup. Sydney Smith. No. Deep route for James Walton isn't bad for this late. James Walton. We'll keep him in memory. Catching traffic's an A on this guy as a UDFA. He's 6-foot slot receiver. Catching's a D, though. That's interesting. Great at catching under pressure. Good, great speed. Elite, great change of direction. That's interesting. You don't usually see an elite trait this late. Short route's a B. Deep route's C to F. I feel like he could be decent. We'll keep an eye on him as well. I don't care about tight ends. I just don't, man. Guards. I'll go back to guards. We do have some issues on the interior of our line. Poole and Dotson look okay. I like Poole. There's a lot of Bs. A lot of just good potential there. As long as that awareness, I mean, that awareness is, got a 66% chance to be at least A or B. B blocking, B blocking, B blocking, A pass blocking, D run. I mean, that's still pretty good. John Poole looks really decent. I don't think I saw him earlier. I'm going to mark both him and Dotson. I don't care about Dotson as much immediately, but we'll watch him for sure. Johnny Bishop doesn't look too bad. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. We should be good on this draft. I think I've marked enough players to get us through at least the first few rounds and maybe even the last few rounds. I don't think there's going to be a lot of options for us to bring in. I didn't mean to click that. I don't think there's going to be a lot of options for us to bring in free agents. This is just not a very highly sought-after team. We may have some mid-level guys who might come down to Arizona, but I just don't really feel like there's going to be a lot of guys trying to get here. Well, we're going to do this pretty realistically, drafting based on interest from the players. Got to accept Zayvon Collins' option. Not getting away with that for sure. Lecky Fotu, that seems like he wants more than he did earlier. I'll give him this and that's it. If he doesn't accept that, oh, he took it. Cool. Depth piece, I don't even know. Probably not a great deal, but it'll be fine. We've got to have somebody on the roster who's at least okay. I'm not interested in Hamilton. He's gotten worse. Fetty, he's too old. Clement's too old. Kevin Strong, too old. Yeah, we're going to be good with what we got for this team, other than maybe potentially free agents. But I just don't really see what free agents are going to want to be here. Here we are at the start of free agency in the first year. Rashawn Gary interested in us, and I'm interested in him. I will say that. I will say that. Christian Wilkins is interested. Keenan Allen is interested. We're not interested in a receiver that old, though. L'Jarius Sneed's interesting. He's a little bit older towards that regression point, but I could be interested in that. A kicker that's 37 years old. Let's just sort by interest. Keenan Allen is super interested. Laviska Shenault is super interested. That's awesome for you, buddy. Yeah, Rashawn Gary, yeah, you can't be that interested in me not give you an offer. We have enough money for this, so we'll jump him up there. Could be a very good running mate for him and B.J. Ojulari. I'm going to have to give him more money than this. I'm going to give him a ton of money, man. Give him as much as he wants. All the way up to 14 and 11. 6-year deal. That's fine with me. They don't regress too hard. We are the top offer. That's what we need. There's no way we're getting him without being the top offer, to be honest with you. Not really interested in a lot of this. Wilkins would be nice if I didn't also spend money on Rashawn Gary, but I'm not going to spend that much money on two guys in the same area. Devin White could be interesting. Only 60. Well, we don't need a middle linebacker. I'm thinking, got to think through it all a little bit harder. Claypool, Penny, Ford. Rashad Penny is not too expensive himself. Cameron Dicker. We're going to go ahead and sign him. My nose is super itchy right now. Sorry. We're going to give him a lot of years. He's an award winner. Apparently he got the best kicker award. A lot of years. And on a middle salary. He's super young, but he'll be good for us for a long time. You don't need an amazing kicker. A good one is fine. Let's go ahead and get down to where we were. And after this, we might get somebody here if we see something valuable enough, but I just don't know. Did James Conner regress? He did. All right, we got to find a running back. We've got to find a free agent running back. Spend a little bit on them. Not interested in Singletary, Dillon, Patterson, none of them. Who's younger? Age 26 and 28. Really, that feels like the other way around. All right, we're going to give Gibson a small deal. We've got to have somebody here. That is a good enough deal in my opinion. I'm not really that interested in giving him tons more. I can't. Gonna have some money for the future. Jonah Williams, a free agent. Damian Lewis could be a decent signing. He doesn't want to be here, but he has no offers. Yeah, we'll give him an offer. I don't have enough money for that even, though. Yeah, it's rough. Give him 3 years to take that down. I'm going to give him a really low offer. I doubt he accepts this, but if he does, awesome. That will be pretty much all we do for free agency because we're out of everything at this point, money-wise. Yeah, probably not going to land all these guys, but we'll see. Didn't get Damian Lewis. We did get Rashawn Gary and the other two. Awesome. We're not really in a good spot to land Lewis. Can we check other guard spots? Zeitler wants to be here. Don't have money for that. Not a chance. Gabe Jackson wants to be here. I don't want him here. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. I don't really think we have the money for the rest of this. So we'll see what Damian Lewis does, and we're probably not going to land him. Did not land him, but hey, we got a solid defensive addition in Rashawn Gary, a kicker, and a running back who will probably be our starter. Not really thinking the draft is going to have much for us there. So we'll go ahead and get to the draft. Mock Draft 5 is one of the most important mock drafts, if not the most important. It tells you, obviously, the draft order, and this is pretty straight up of how it's going to go. Kendall Davis, it was a guy I really thought we'd be able to get in round 2. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. We're going to have to take him early if we're going to want him at all. So, probably going to be a guy we have to get at 3. Teddy Rudd will be available. But we had that corner. I don't remember his name. Who was he? Is he up here? I got to see if he's up here. There was that corner who was super good. That was, I think he was like a first, second round talent. He wasn't even supposed to be in both. I don't remember his name, but I'll know him when I see him, and he's also liked on our list. So, we'll go ahead and check these out. I like that free agency we just had. Brought in some valuable players. We need to go to our private workouts, that's for sure. I forgot about that. But we brought in valuable players who will play and be beneficial to our team. That's pretty realistic in my opinion. Who was this corner? I'm pretty sure I saved him. Tevin Barner. That's him. It was that guy. I remember that face scan. Yeah, he's probably going to be our second first-round pick. I think he's really good. I really think he's really good. I hope I don't fail that out. But we're going to scout some of these guys down the board. Excuse me. Thank you, Lord. Yes, sir. Prayers up, man. Mike Poole's very good. We've got 75% completion. I don't think we need to scout him anymore. Yeah, Mike Poole's really good. We're going to have to figure out a way to get him. Teddy Rudd. We don't really need him anymore. Mike Poole, though, I really think he could play off-ball linebacker, and we could potentially look at moving Isaiah Simmons maybe to free safety and getting rid of Thompson. Because this guy, he's not a rusher. He's a run stopper, which means he's more of an off-ball. He's more of a 4-3 right outside linebacker. But I don't know. We've got to figure something out. So we need one more guy to scout. Trevor Zietler, we're not really worried about a receiver that early. Maybe Bigsby just to get something for the late rounds, get something scouted. We'll do Bigsby. Why not? Hopefully we get something on them, give us something we don't know, and help us prepare for this draft. But we've got, I think, one more thing before we get to the draft. I thought I saw something with the free agency recap. Man, I'm not just interested in that. All right, yeah, draft time. With our pick at pick 3, we'll go ahead and simulate this. I do think we're going to try to get that Will Dawson goes number 1. Let's see. Wow, that's a receiving core they built for Justin Fields now. Von Spriggs, that's just what we thought would happen. Okay. We're going to have to try to get that D-tackle, I think. We need him. Our D-tackle is not good. It's Lecky Fotu. And it's just going to be something that is going to be beneficial. Teddy Rudd, honestly, is probably not going to be drafted by us anymore. He's not really a position of need at this point. Kendall Davis, was that him? I think it was. He does look really good. Let me check him one more time. Get his pro days and scouting all done. Good speed, great. Strength is good. What's his, I'm accidentally moved off. My nose is driving me crazy. Allergies are kicking my butt right now. His bench press, 34-35. That's pretty good. We're drafting him. Kendall Davis does have a depth trait. 88 strength, 78 acceleration, 73 speed for a D-tackle. Not too bad. Looks to be pretty good. Will be one of our key points in the front of our line for a long time. Let's go ahead and get to our next pick. Maybe the more beneficial pick at this point. I'm really hoping that corner doesn't go too early for some reason. Barner, I think was his name. We need this guy. Blackshear goes off the board. He was that free safety we were interested in a little bit. Just not a position of need, though. Could be good, but was not anything that we were looking to really actually need. Owens does look good. 2 A's, a potential A again. These guys, CB, CB, A, B, CB, and then A, B, B. He's got to be good. He's got to. A catching, A man coverage, B zone coverage. And he's a second-round player. Elite acceleration, elite agility, great speed. He ran the 840 at the pro day, 17 bench press. That's not bad. Yeah, this guy's, he's got to be good. We're taking him. Tevin Barner does have a depth trait, 93 speed. Oh my gosh, he might be really good. 94 acceleration, 92 agility, 88 change of direction, 87 jumping, 93 speed, 64 strength. I think we made the right decision there. He might have been a little early. We probably could have gotten him later, but I'd rather get him and not risk it. We've got to move on through this. Got to get to our next pick. Andrew Mason goes off the board right before us. I don't think I was looking at him at all. I don't believe. I have late round guards and centers, I believe. Mike Poole is here. He's round 3 to 4 projected. But he is our highest projected player, other than Eric Dodson and John Poole. I think we might go ahead and take him. He looks really freaking good as well. John Poole does, though. I don't know what I need more. I probably do need Poole more. Or they're both named Poole. Did I not even just realize that until just now? Hold on. Was that Mike Poole as the outside linebacker? That's insane. And John Poole. Where'd they go? Notre Dame and Kansas State. I didn't even realize they had the same name until just now. I was thinking Poole and Poole. Didn't even realize it. That's crazy. Good, solid. Not a whole lot of great, but a lot of decent. What is his bench press? That typically is a good sign. 28 reps. That's not very good. Not great. What is the other one? Eric Dodson. He had 28 as well. Not much better. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out if there's anybody else left at maybe key spots like the tackle position. That Carl Allen guy's still here. He's a 1-2 round. He's interesting. Let's see. We need ends, kind of. Wiley looks creepy again. There's not really anything there that I'm willing to take. Let me go back to the first page. I don't know. Carl Allen does look really good. Let me check him out. We may try to trade back up and get Mike Poole, the linebacker. A pass block, A awareness, A blocking, C run block finesse, but that's not that bad. He looks like he could be really dang good. We're gonna. He doesn't have the best bench press though. Good speed, decent only strength, but strength isn't as big of a deal for tackles. They deal with more fast players, and he does have good speed, great agility, elite agility actually. Broad jump was first. Interesting. Carl Allen is on my docket for sure. Ah, that's tough. That's so tough. I don't really think anybody else here is that interesting. Other than my favorites, it's him or Mike Poole. Let's go with the tackle. I think we might be able to scrape out something from Poole later. Carl Allen's probably going to be gone. No dev trait. 76 acceleration, 73 agility. That's pretty good for a lineman. 70 speed, 83 strength. Could be worse. Man, I'm thinking I should have gone with Poole. Do we have another pick in this round? We don't. Poole was a 3-4 projection, but I don't know if I trust that, and I really want him. I really, really want this guy. I'm going to see if I can move up. Do we have any players I can just dump off, honestly? All right, good deal. We'll get into the second round again. Hopefully, like I said, with enough to get Mike Poole. I really hope he doesn't get taken. We've got 26 picks till we get ours. D'Angelo Kincaid goes off the board. Hopefully, Mike Poole has not gone off the board. Mike Poole is still on the board. Let's go. Mike Poole is ours. We're taking him. I don't even need to look at anybody else. I don't want to know. Hidden Dev, let's go. 89 acceleration, 83 agility, 79 change. This guy's insane. This guy is absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't know how we just got that in, basically the third round. But when I saw him on that draft board, I was like, there's no way I can let him slip. Not away from us, at least. That's ridiculous, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. Now we've got to see what else we've got. We probably could invest in a guard. We do need to invest in a tight end, apparently. What do we got there? Winslow looks pretty good. A, B, B, A, maybe. Probably not both A's, but it's definitely possible. Good speed. He ran, all of his 6th, 10th, 6th, or 8th, 7th, 6th, 8th. He did pretty good overall. F carrying, B catching, B deep route, C spec catch, F pass block. He's a receiver, all right. I just don't know if he's really enough to warrant me trading or getting him at this point. Maybe if he's there in my next pick. I do have a bunch of picks this round. I don't remember if I have any of my favorites super high. Are any of them actually here? Chad Wiley looking menacing once again. John Poole and Eric Dodson. You know what? I think we can get them later. I might just go with the tight end because we need the position. It might just be one of those situations where I need that position so bad I just go ahead and take him, whether he's good or not. Was there anybody else? I don't have anybody but Trey McBride on this team right now. So, Nick Moore looks pretty good himself. B catching. I think that was the same as the other. Great agility. Good strength. 22 reps on the bench. B catching, B medium route, A short route, A pass block. All right, we're taking him. That's all I need to see. 78 speed, 87 agility, 87 acceleration, 83 agility, 79 change of direction. He could be okay. 2 A's, 2 B's. Can't ask for much more. Not at all. And hidden dev trait at center. Let's go. That is awesome for us. 86 strength, 83 acceleration. Those are the high points of his rankings, whatever they're called. And we have another pick immediately. I don't remember who else we even had. But I don't really care. Let's go see who we have. Raymond, Bigsby. Bigsby we can wait on for sure. Not worried about him. I don't know. Let's just scroll through and see what we can find. I feel like we need this guy more. So we're going to go ahead and take him. Really, you have to have a foundational O-line to really be anything. He has a hidden dev trait. 86 strength. That's awesome. Glad I took him. Maybe we can get something. Oh, we should pick again really soon. Yeah, we only have to wait like 4 picks to pick again. Maybe that corner will still be there. I don't remember his name already, but I'll know him when I see him. Fernando Soto goes off the board to the Buccaneers. Interesting name there. All right, going to that corner. D's and A. Oh, it looks like he's gone. I should have met. This guy looks pretty good. We'll take him. Normal dev, but 94 acceleration, 86 agility, 85 change of direction, 81 jumping, 87 speed, 62 strength. Okay, whatever. We do need corners. Our cornerback room is pretty rough. We may look at another tight end here shortly. If you don't see the rest of this draft, I'll go over it in a minute, but the rest of this I might sim out on. You will see depending on how this player looks. Kentrell Bigsby is all we have left on our board. He is a undrafted player, though, so we aren't worried about him right now. I don't really see anybody that stands out. Let's check the tight end position. We need some depth there. Michael Valentine. We only have 50% scouted, so it's not really going to help us too much. But he has potential to be decent. Great speed. Ran a 4.57, second in the class. Break tackles A, short routes A, catch and trap A. Why not? Why not? I don't even care. Hidden dev from a 5th round tight end. That's what you like to see. Let's go. 84 acceleration, 85 agility, 91 jumping, 86 speed, 72 change of direction, 71 strength. I don't know why I read that out of order, but he looks great. That's awesome. Kentrell Bigsby did look good, so if he's just here and I don't have anybody else that I feel like matters, we do need ends. We do need defensive ends. I forgot to look at that. That could be bad. We don't have any defensive ends right now. Yikes. Not much to look forward to here. We have 75% scouted on this fella. Kadeem Trap. B finesse moves. Great speed. Ran a 4.64. Best in the class. C awareness. C play rec. D power moves. F block shedding. B finesse moves. We'll take him. A hidden dev. I'm just finding all the hidden devs this game. This is incredible. This is absolutely ridiculous. Looking at our draft recap, I think we had an amazing draft. So, the defensive tackle we took 3rd overall was a 75. Not too bad. But the corner was amazing. He was very, very good. That's probably one of the best players in this class. And we got him in this he was supposed to be a 2nd round player. But we went ahead and took him, which looks to be a great idea. The tackle is pretty good. We'll start over Josh Jones. Mike Poole was also very good. A good trade up there. Nick Moore. Took him early. Doesn't matter, though. Whatever. The center taken in the 3rd round was good. Tommy Gregory, also good. Joel Parks, he's okay. Could be worse. Not bad. The tight end, again, not too bad. Not upset. And I don't remember taking these guys. I think I might have simulated those. Both named Kadeem. Awesome. I did take Kadeem Trap. But Layman, I did not take. Okay, whatever. Not bad at all. We're going to have to adjust some of these rosters, move some positions around, just to make things more balanced on the depth chart. Like, for example, We'll move the rookie tackle over to right tackle. Move some of the ends around. Make sure things look balanced. So first off, we'll check our receivers. Did not add anything to the receiver room, but we didn't lose anything. That's for sure. I don't mind those guys being 67s considering that they were both behind Trey McBride anyways. Carl Allen will go over to right tackle like I said. It doesn't have a dev trait, which does stink, but it'll be all right. This team could be a lot better already. We just got solid players in this draft. This draft went extremely well for us, and we got some good players. Not only that, they were also relatively young across the board in this draft. So, something to look forward to, that's for sure. We'll move Tommy Gregory to a left guard, so he'll start over John Gaines. Definitely somebody that needs to be starting. Does have a dev trait, that's awesome. Hopefully, Will Hernandez doesn't tank too hard so we can keep them both playing, but he's already down to a 75. The end spots, we got to move somebody over so we have somebody in that slot. This is bad. That's really bad. We're going to move Rashawn Gary down to left end. He's big enough to be an end anyways. He's almost 280. Nah, I'm not going to restrict. Wait, hold on. Set 8 mil in cap space. We're not interested in that just yet. We might be interested in that later. Wearing Larry Fitzgerald's number. I'm going to change that. That doesn't seem right. Not doing that. Sorry, bud. We'll make you like, I don't know, 23's worse. Make you like 5. That's cool, I guess. Left end for Rashawn Gary. I don't know if he'll go up or down. I don't even remember what his original number was. So, he's a 92 here. I'm pretty sure he wasn't that high at left outside linebacker. The defensive tackle looks pretty good now. Left outside linebacker is good. Right outside. So, he is really a off-ball guy. We're going to move him to middle linebacker and see what happens. He's a 76 currently. So let's see what happens. I am extremely uncomfortable. Sitting here too long. These rebuilds take forever. He was a 76. Hopefully he goes up. That would be awesome, and then we can play him. He goes down 1. That's not that bad. I think we'll keep him here and move Simmons. We can probably try to trade. We may try to trade Buda Baker. I know he's a really great player, but he's 2 years older than Thompson, and he's making a lot of money. We won't have that big of a penalty. Tevin Barner will start immediately, be a great corner for us. Garrett Williams, Joel Parks, Keitrell Clark. I actually don't mind this cornerback room. It's not amazing, but it is not bad. It is definitely not bad. We do need to go ahead and find ourselves a punter. We don't have a punter on the roster at all right now, but we'll be fine with that. Yeah, let's just figure out what we can do for this. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the preseason. Here we are finally at week 1, and I'm going to show you the lineup that we will be playing with for pretty much the rest of the season. I don't see any reason why this will change too much at all. Marquise Brown is up to a superstar. Kyler's there. We are going to have Antonio Gibson start for us. We signed him in the offseason. I don't know why they had Connor starting. Michael Wilson is wide receiver 3. And then moving on, why do they switch these, man? I've got to switch that. I'm going to switch that while we're out. Paris Johnson's going to play left. He's going to play right. Then we'll have Tommy Gregory. Where's our center? We had that center. I must be hurt or something. I'll check on him. I didn't check on anything before I opened this up week 1. I moved Isaiah Simmons back to safety. We have a ton of linebackers. That's why. I want Poole to play. Cam Thomas and Myjai Sanders will play there. BJ Ojolari's up to star dev. Rashawn Gary, that guy, obviously. We're going to play Kadeem Trapp over Michael Hope, even though there's a 4 overall difference. He's 4 years older, so by the time they get there, we should even out pretty well. I'm going to play Garrett Williams over Marco Wilson as well. They're only 1 overall difference and multiple years apart, so I feel like that makes the most sense. Special teams, we obviously brought in Braden Mann, Cameron Dicker, and for specialists, slot corner, Isaiah Simmons, excuse me. He's going to be playing everywhere. Left end, Rashawn Gary will play. BJ Ojolari will be our other rusher. Why is he not there? We'll move these guys around. That will not be the order they play in. We'll fix that in a second. And it looks like I got a lot to fix. That's what it looks like. Zaven Collins will play. Third down running back needs to be him. I'll let Connor be the power back, though. Slot wide receiver will be Michael Wilson. So, we'll get right through to midseason. At the week 8 mark, we are doing better than we were last year. I mean, you can definitely say that much. I think we're 3-4, 4-3. I can't even remember already. Honestly, I just looked at it. Now I'm already forgetting. So, We are 4-3 then. Yes, 4-3. We are tied for first place in our division with 3 teams, and the Rams are 0-7. That's awesome for us. What can we do with our staff points? Let me see. We will check our rookies' development as well. Buda Baker. I think we're going to trade him. He's already 28. That usually is the line of where they start regressing. We have Isaiah Simmons waiting in the wings anyways. We might just go ahead and trade him. We're probably going to bring back both Rondale Moore and Marco Wilson. They're good enough. And that's not even that bad. He likes us anyways. The offer's perfect. We got Rondale Moore back. Good enough for me. Marco Wilson as well. A 2-year deal for a 25-year-old. I'll add another year on that and hope he signs. That's a good deal for us. $2 million salary. Not bad. Will Hernandez. Probably going to want to bring him back at some point. Don't care to bring back Kaiser White. Maybe another guy we combo with the safety. Wow, what's his name? Buda Baker. Can't even think of the star player of this team's name. Why do we have 2 punters? Okay, well, whatever. They're not really hurting our roster, so, I mean, I don't know. Sure. Let's go ahead and find a team to trade Buda Baker to. I just don't feel like it's going to be worthwhile keeping him around. Yes, he's an X factor, but Isaiah Simmons is not that much worse than him, and getting Isaiah Simmons on the field more often will be just as beneficial. So, Buda Baker's also going to cost a lot of money. And we don't really want to pay that. Is there anybody who has green interest? Done deal. Got a first-round pick out of Buda Baker. That's what I like to see. Kaiser White was going to leave anyways. I wasn't going to bring him back. So honestly, getting that pick is a lot more valuable than anything as it sits as in this situation in general. I haven't set anything up scouting-wise other than the scouts in their regions because I don't really care. Right now, I am 100% looking at the quarterbacks. I don't need to see who they are or anything. They could be very good, and if they are, we might take one and get rid of Kyler. Rob Franklin could be very good. Trevor Colvin could be very good. Not really sure what that name is, but all right. Colvin, whatever. Either one. Any of them, if they look like they're generational players, and we'll check more later when we get more information at one time, we will be trading for them. Or trading up or whatever. We'll do what we got to do to get to him. Trade Kyler and get to him. Kyler is pretty much capped out. His development is not going to get much better than it is anyways. So I don't really see a reason to do too much. Let's see, Michael Hoke. He might be worth bringing back. That's not a bad deal. I'll give him a 3rd year even. Got to have the depth. Doesn't really want to be back here necessarily. Will Hernandez. I'm going to wait till the offseason to check him out. Braden Mann. I'll bring you back. I mean, just there's no reason to not have a punter on the roster. 4 years. That's a cheap deal. Great deal. Braden Mann's our punter for the future. I think that'll be it. That's a big move. We don't have Buda Baker anymore, so we need to probably adjust our depth chart a little bit. First thing I see is Tommy Gregory is a superstar development. Let's freaking go, man. That is incredible. That could not be any better. Will Hernandez, we'll check. Like I said, we'll check to re-sign him in the offseason. That's awesome. A guard that's a superstar dev. That's awesome. Poole and Barner are both star dev. That's okay. Davis hasn't played enough yet to show, and Kadeem Trapp also hasn't. I'm going to go ahead and move him as the starter. I just want that to be done with. I think if he's better than Star, it'll be very much worth it. He'll be developing super fast. So, Hope will get in at some point. He also plays rush D tackle, so it'll be fine. Either way, this could be really good. We need to bring in some guys from our roster. We don't have a full 53 right now. So, we need to bring in a linebacker. We're down to 3. We do have Owen Papo on the practice squad, so we'll bring him up. He's a pretty good player in terms of practice squad. So sign from practice squad for sure. Aloy Gilman's pretty good. We'll sign him. Melvin Ingram, we'll bring him in as a backup. I mean, he can help Cam Thomas and what's his name? Majai Sanders somehow develop, I guess, maybe. At the end of year 2, not a good season, but a better season than last. 6-11. Like I said, we're going to be looking at these quarterbacks to replace Kyler Murray potentially, but I don't know. I don't know. I had that second thoughts once I started doing other things, and I don't know. We'll have to look at them, do a really solid look into them, and see what we think, because, man, I just don't know. Is it going to be worth it? Kyler is at least already decent. His age will factor into it. I will make the decision based on his age. I don't know exactly how old he's going to be in this with the moving into the future. He's probably about 25, 26. If he's that old, if he's any older than 26, we're probably going to move off of him. But, I don't know. We didn't make the playoffs. We lost our last game to try to get our I don't even know what you call it, what's it called? The season goal? Yeah, we didn't get that. And we lost to the team that we traded Buda Baker to, which is great because that means we got a worse draft pick out of that pick. So, you know, not the best situation in general. We'll try to get through this, get to the end of the Super Bowl so we can see if we won anything, got any rookies that did good, etc., etc. And yeah, let's just hope we can do some good scouting. I've saved the scouting till the end of the year. I just didn't feel like it was really going to be worth it. Chiefs-Eagles rematch Super Bowl here. Let's see what it is. Well, we're not in the Super Bowl yet, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, making our way through the weeks. And we'll check the yearly awards in a minute at the staff week. Let's see who wins this Super Bowl, though. In the rematch, it will be, hopefully, the Eagles. The Eagles lost again. Awesome. Doesn't matter to me, honestly. So it really just doesn't make a difference. Checking the awards. Patrick Mahomes won MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and a Super Bowl again. Micah Parsons, defensive player. Offensive player is Patrick Mahomes again. Wow, they just really killed it. Didn't get either Rookie of the Year awards. That sucked. So now we guys basically just have to decide what we want to do for the rest of this year. We need to check the scouting. We'll do some mock drafts. Check them out. See what things are going to look like. I don't know where we're drafting. These are a lot of our practice squad players, so we'll just get through them. Let me go to the next time we have some kind of free agency or scouting or something, and I'll let y'all know then. We did not end up re-signing anyone, but I am going to check free agency. I'm a little bit interested in Joel Bitonio. He's old, but I don't know, man. That's a little too old. 33 is pretty dang old. Brandon Ayuk is interesting, but he's also a little bit older than I'd like. So I think we're going to try to get Quinn Miners in here. He doesn't want that much money, so honestly, I'm pretty good with that. Give him 4 years. He likes the deal. The Kyler Murray thing, let's check our lineup in general, see what development happened, and also we'll kind of figure out the holes on this team that are left. I'm really thinking we're going to bring in Quinn Miners. I'm going to do what I can to get him in here. So that, I believe our right guard spot, Tommy Gregory regressed his dev trait. Great. Tommy Gregory regressed in dev trait, whatever. We're going to try to get Quinn Miners in here to be the right guard. Kyler Murray is an 83 overall. He's an 83. That's 28 years old. Okay. Yep, we're moving off of Kyler Murray, assuming one of these quarterbacks is valuable enough to take. So we'll do this. We need to move him up. He's got the better dev trait. Lots of silver on this team. Lots of silver. We need an upgrade in our receiver room. Marquise Brown is good, but he's on an island out there. We could use a running back for sure. We have 2 picks, so we can check for running backs there. Kadeem Trapp, he lost his dev trait, so we might look at it end, actually. The corners are meh. Jalen Thompson, that's who it was, man. I could not figure out his name out of anywhere in my mind. Could not figure that out. Okay, we're going to need to look at an end. We're definitely going to have to look at that. We're going to have to look at an outside backer, potentially. We've got Thomas and Sanders, but they're just not developing at all. Maybe another corner. Maybe we'll be fine on the O-line. A quarterback, a receiver, a back, a halfback. Yeah, that's going to be what we're looking for. So let's go see what we have now. A defensive end, potentially. I think I'll wait for the running back in the draft. I think we can just find one there. Probably one with a good enough dev trait. You're never going to find a running back. None of these they're either too old or just not good enough. Do we have Quinn Miners, like, for sure? I want to make sure we definitely get him. Oh, yeah, we're far and away the best offer there. Defensive ends. We're going to have somebody that fits. Josh Sweat really might be it. He's not interested in us, but we'll give him an offer. He's really good. He is really good. We'll give him that offer, and we'll see what he does. If he takes it, he takes it. We're tied with the best offer, at least. So maybe. We got everybody but Josh Sweat. Okay. We saved some money. We'll have to check out the ends, maybe find something in the draft. We do need to start some scouting. We haven't scouted much at all. I want to get to the last mock draft before I scout, though. I just don't really feel like I need to see anything else because we have such direct needs now. Quarterback, running back, maybe an end. Other than that, I think we're pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get to the draft. We stopped the week before the draft to check out mock draft number 5. So none of the quarterbacks are currently looking very high in this draft. Colvin looks pretty decent. Stovall could be decent. He's a scrambler, so he's not going to have the best throw power and things like that, but he still could be really, really good. Desmond Newton, let's check him out. He's the best end available. He's 1 pick ahead of where we're supposed to be, but he still could be good. Solid speed, elite acceleration, elite jumping. Bench press was not very good for a D lineman. A tackle, A finesse moves. He's not terrible, but he's not super strong. I don't know. We'll pass on him for now. I'm definitely thinking one of these two quarterbacks. It's going to be either Colvin or Stovall. I don't know. They're both within range for me to draft. I'll probably make whoever it is the first pick that I take just to make sure I get them. Let's go ahead and go see just everything on them in the prospect tab. We're just not going to get very far without it. Shaquille Stovall is the second overall player. He's top 5. Why is he listed under the other one? He's listed under that in the draft. Awareness is a C, so that's actually a good sign because it might take down his overall some, but it doesn't mean he's a bad player. B, play action. A, break sack. A, under pressure. That's some good stats. A to B stamina. He ran a 4.57. He's an elite acceleration. What was his size? I can't remember. I didn't see it. 6'5", 235. This is Anthony Richardson again, except a bit smaller. Rob Franklin. I didn't see him. 6'4", 230. He's got good accuracies. Great throw power. A, break sack. A, awareness. So his overall probably is going to be jacked up a little higher. Oh, my nose is driving me crazy again. But his short accuracy is A. Carrying's fine. Deep accuracy's good. This guy looks really good as well. I don't know. And then Trevor Colvin was the one we saw in the mock draft ahead of our guy. He's 6'3", 230. They're all pretty much the same age. His accuracies are good. His short accuracy's worse. His B, awareness. C, throw on run. A, under pressure. B, play action. I really don't know who to take. It's one of those three. I'm not interested in anything past that. I think it's going to be a toss-up. I'll decide who I decide. Honestly, I'll take one of them in the first pick. Past that, we need a running back. I think we're going to take one early. That might be our second first-round pick. We might trade back and take one of these guys because I don't see any of these going super early. This guy fits our scheme. He's the first one that does. Ball carrier vision's an A. Elite change of direction, solid, good. He ran a really good 40. He's in top 5, 40, BCA. The juke move usually is really a telling stat for the running back position. He's got some pass catching abilities. Eric Teague does look pretty good. Pretty good. We'll mark him. Cassius Nails, he's a receiving back. I just feel like the receiving backs are never that good in these. D, ball carrier vision. Good speed. He's slower. Not as good of an athlete overall. Doesn't have, he's already out. Is there anybody who even comes close to Teague at this point? He had the A. I really don't think so. Everybody else has a questionable A. So we might take Teague early. We'll see what it comes down to with him. Do we have anybody else that we want to check? We wanted to see on corners, I believe. I don't know if there's going to be much there. Andrew Mumphrey, a second-ish round pick. Man coverage and catching are both A. We do need another corner pretty bad. Elite speed, 4.4 flat pretty much. A catching, A man, B press. What's his zone? B to D. He's going to be pretty good. Could definitely be a pick there. That's interesting. We'll mark him. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good player for sure. Moving on from him, though. I don't really care for Patrick Shepard. John McDonald. What is he looking like? Second to third round player. B catching. Potentially really good man coverage once again. He ran in top 3 for his speed in his college pro day. B catching, B tackle, B zone. And he's a man corner. He's going to be really good. He has B zone, A to C man. But he's a man corner, which means he's either got a very high B or an A. So he's going to be good. 2 McDonald's once again. We keep finding the same last names in these drafts. Ridiculous. Let's check the front 7. This guy doesn't look too bad. Tyquan Shepard doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Power moves and finesse moves are both mid. He did not participate in them. He has elite strength, though. A tackle, B block shed, B awareness, C power moves, A play rec. Bad injury. I'll mark him down. He could be fine. We'll see. Anthony Franklin, Desmond, he's the early one. He just doesn't seem to have very much going for him. I don't think so much about him. That's not bad, but I just have too many guys in the first round at this point. We got to find somebody later. ADD. 2 A's there with a C in block shedding. It's really, you just got to look for as high overall stats as you can. He's kind of undersized. You could play edge for him. He's only 288. Elite speed. D power move, C block shed, A finesse move. That's a D end. I might draft him and move him to my D end spot that we need. We didn't get Josh Sweat, so Dwayne Davis could be a third round pick for me that could really help. I don't really have that right now. And so, yeah. George Turner, 3 A's listed. Potentially. 2 A's for sure. Elite. What's his... Good bench press reps. Not too bad at all. He's okay. He's got C injury, D lead block. Not really a pull guard. Glenn Miller, I don't know. I'm just going to scan through a couple more of these guys before we get to the draft. Good speed, elite jumping. First in bench press. He hit 40 in the combine. Glenn Miller. I already got Quinn Miners, but I mean, who knows, man? You can always have another offensive lineman. This guy looks Bradley Miner. Is that what he said? Is that what his name was? 6'4", 330. That's a massive man. Didn't do as good on the bench press. B stamina, B pass block, F injury. It's okay. He could be there. I'll mark him down. He seems okay. A tight end. I don't really think we need a tight end, honestly, anymore. We've got enough of those. We'll check a couple receivers out. We haven't had any receivers drafted. We do need some. Ricard could be decent. We'll check Ricard out. Elite speed. 4.24 speed. 4.29. Elite, elite, elite. Acceleration, agility, and speed, elite. Okay. What's his deep route? Where's it at? Deep route's an A to C. He could be pretty good. Like I've said, though, I've had too many guys in the first round. I just don't know if we're going to be able to find that. We got to go a little later to find something, probably. A slot receiver. A, catching traffic. That's always good for a slot. Good speed. Didn't go to the combine. Great acceleration. Gonna be a mid-round guy. Probably a 4th rounder. Catching traffic. Short routes a B. That's not bad. I'll probably mark him down. For a guy who's 4th rounder, that could be pretty good. He's got 2 A's listed. That's what caught my eye there. Carlos Fitzpatrick, meh. I don't know. Glenn Westbrook, is he a 1st rounder though? If he is, I just don't have the room to have any more 1st rounders on here listed. There's no sense in that. You're not gonna find much. We don't have a fullback on the roster. I don't know. Barber has 4 Bs. That's a lot for a freaking fullback. B lead block, B run block. That's a fullback right there. Elite speed, 4.72 as a fullback. That's interesting. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll draft a fullback late. He's a UDFA, so I don't know. But I feel like Eric Teague, one of the quarterbacks in the corner, is what I'm looking at right now. Andrew Mumphrey, John McDonald. Is there any other corners on here? Vaughn Jackson, a catch is not that big, but he has a B man. That could be okay. He's a slot corner. He's 21. That's pretty young. Speed's marginal. Elite agility, though. Vaughn Jackson, A tackle, D zone, D play rec, D press, C awareness. He's not going to be a very high overall. That's the problem. With that many lower mid levels, he's not going to be a very high overall. I see a man with a B and press with B. Could be worse, but he's slot, decent speed, great agility. What does he got here? B zone, C catching, B kick return, D zone, or B man I said earlier, A tackle, B to D awareness, B to D play rec. He could be decent. He's a day 3 guy. Maybe a 5th round pick for us. Anything else here? A lot of things right here. Hold on. Who is this? Zach Hayward. He's a UDFA. Good speed. Ran 4.43. He was at the combine. C awareness, F hit power, B injury, B press, C tackle. He could be decent. He could be decent. Listed as zone, but we'll mark him down. I don't really know that I'm interested in the safety in this draft at all. We've got our safeties, I think. They're just not really that good of a position. What do we have? How many of these do we have? I don't have any of the quarterbacks saved, but we already have 13 players outside of the quarterback. So I guess that'll probably be it. Let's just get to this draft. The Broncos and the Saints and the Colts are all ahead of me in this draft, but I've got to pick a quarterback is the problem, and I might have to trade up. One of them is projected ahead of me. Stovall and Colvin are in my range, but Franklin's not. And he's the only one that may have as good of stats. Colvin is close, but after looking at them a couple more times, this guy's from Arizona. There's always that. Decent speed, great throw power. All you can have better is elite. A break sack, B play action, B accuracies, at worst. Throw and runs B. Under pressure's A. An A to B injury. He's just there. Versus Trevor Colvin, who has, he's B awareness, C throw and run, a little lower. A under pressure, that's good. Pretty much the rest of it's good. But his throw and run, his mobility is just not as much there. And I feel like those are definitely the best two, considering they both have 3 A's. I think that's going to be a final A too, after seeing the rest of it. I want to know Stovall. He is interesting as well. He has great throw power, but a lot less on a lot of the accuracies. That's his problem. Colvin, however, great throw power, elite strength, poor speed, poor acceleration, only good change of direction. He's got a lot less athleticism than Rob Franklin. That's where we're missing out here. Decent speed, good acceleration, great agility, great change of direction, great throw power. They all have great throw power. This guy is just a much better athlete. He's the 4th quarterback compared to the guy who, Shaquille Stovall, he's an athlete, 2nd quarterback. And then our last, Colvin, was not nearly as good of an athlete. So I think it's going to be between, not even close. He's 20th quarterback. So it's going to be between Stovall and Franklin. Stovall fits our current scheme, but Franklin's the better passer. And I like passers. I don't like a quarterback to be a runner. So I think I'm going to have to trade up. All right, we got the Saints pick. Gave up a future first. Maybe I can get that back for Kyler. We're going to go ahead and try to trade Kyler as well. I see no reason for us to keep him around if we don't have to and maybe get our picks back or maybe get more picks this draft. Whatever. But, All right, Majai Sanders is their stop point. We got their first round pick too. So now we have picks 2, 6, and 9, I believe. Really great for us. Don't take our quarterback here, please. All right, we're good. We've got our guy. One way or another, we've got him. Oh, 2, 8, and 9, excuse me. Rob Franklin, Arizona, staying home. Hopefully is the next great Arizona Cardinal quarterback. Kyler Murray was not able to make it happen in his career. He does have a hidden dev, thankfully. 92 throw power, 87 acceleration, 88 agility, 79 speed. That's not even bad. He's not bad. There's nothing about that that's bad. I really think this could be the guy. Hopefully his dev trait's not just star. That's all I can say. We'll go ahead and skip to our next. We do need to try to consider. There's Stovall off the board. I assume Colvin's already gone, probably. No reason he wouldn't be. We had that running back we were looking at. There was also that corner. I don't know what way they're going to go. Wait, did that say Colvin? It did say Colvin's still here. I wonder if I could have stayed. I'm glad I took it, honestly. These two right here. The double A is what got us good last time in the draft with the corner. They're both round 1 to 2. I think we can trade back either way. If we can trade back in this draft and gather assets for either this draft or the future, I'm 100% willing to do that. We are in. Let's see if we can trade back something worthwhile that moves just a few picks, maybe 15-ish. 2025 is the pick we're looking for. Pick 13, that'd be good. We get a first, a fourth, and a seventh in this draft. Pick 26 and a 2026 first. That could be interesting. 2025 15 and a 2026 third and fifth. We're looking for a pick for sure in this round. We don't want to go too far back. Steelers had a really good offer there. They probably are trying to get their quarterback of the future for themselves. I think I like that Steelers pick. A second round pick here to go back to 18. Here's the thing. I think I might just take that Steelers one because it doesn't move us too far back. There was one right before the Steelers. Who was it? Them? No. Them. Only moving back 5 spots, getting a fourth and a seventh, or moving back, 7 spots and getting a third and a fifth next year instead of a fourth and a seventh this year. I'll take the third and the... Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade to the Texans. Hopefully, this doesn't hurt me too bad. I'm going to make sure I remember those two guys' names. View my draft board. I want to get their names down. Teague was the running back. I don't remember the corner's name. Teague and Mumphrey. Teague and Mumphrey. We need those two to stay. Hopefully they do. They weren't really listed anywhere high up. We're going to skip pick by pick here. Oh, we have the next pick. Nice. Maybe the Pittsburgh offer will still be there for this one. If we have the Pittsburgh offer here, absolutely. An easy dub there. Come on, load, please. Pittsburgh, just a 15th and a third. That's not bad. I'm going to still check and see if there's anybody with a closer pick, maybe like pick 14 or 13 or 12 or something. 16. Third, 6th, and 7th. Lots of picks offered here. There's a 14th overall for 2027, 4th, 6th, and 7th. Trading down is not easy because there's just so many offers, and you got to figure out what is the best value for yourself while not going too far out of your way. I guess I'll take the Pittsburgh pick. It'll be fine. It's an extra third next year. That's pretty good. I don't think we're going to get taken. I really don't think we're going to get lapped on our guys. They weren't listed that high. Pittsburgh does take their quarterback of the future in Bill Higgins. I think Colvin is still here. And make sure the Giants don't take our guys. We're good. Trevor Colvin goes to the Giants. They replace Daniel Jones. Interesting. Was potentially an option for us, but we go other ways. So we need our running back and our corner. Neither of them are very close. We could probably trade back again, but I'm at least going to get one of them here. How far back is our corner? Andrew Mumphrey's 32 picks back. We might trade back again with our second pick, but I'm going to go ahead and take our halfback. I don't want to risk it. He's got good ratings. He's got a hidden dev, 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 agility, 92 change of direction, 82 jumping, 72 strength. I like it. All right. We're going to go ahead and skip. And if Mumphrey's still really far back there, which, I mean, there's no reason he won't be, we're going to trade down one more time. There's just no way we can take... I mean, I'm going to probably stay in the first round, maybe about pick 22, 24, something around that range, but I'm not trading too far back here. Somebody around pick 22 to 24, I believe, is what I'm aiming at. Pick 19 to get a 4th, 6th, and 7th next year. We could have a lot of picks next year. Pick 23 and a 3rd. Yeah, that looks like a good offer right there. We might do that. Let's check and see if there's anything else. Nah, I'm just going to take it. I'll take it. That looks good to me. Going to simulate these pick by pick to make sure Mumphrey does not go. Don't want to risk that at all. We have 8 picks to go. Tyler Bray goes off the board. Jordan Love's replacement already. Zach Overstreet, a tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Anthony Franklin for the defensive line of the Baltimore Ravens. Earl McCoy, another quarterback. We have had a lot of quarterbacks in this draft. Brett Sinclair, a tight end for the Seahawks. Orlando McMillan. Don't take Mumphrey, please. Brian Studevant. Interesting name. And we get our guy. We have a lot of picks that we just acquired as well. We may have only got a second for Kyler in that year, but we can easily get that back if we want to. Andrew Mumphrey is ours. That was a lot of risk going back on that, but he's 21 years old. He's a normal dev with 95 speed. Oh my gosh, he might be really high overall. 95 speed, 95 change of direction, 93 acceleration, 87 agility, 88 jumping. Normal dev, but man, that's going to be a high rating. Let's go ahead and get to the next round. I don't really know who else we had. There was a couple receivers, I believe. We might look at them. We do kind of need more receivers. I don't think we had any linemen that we're really concerned about. Another corner would be okay. We don't need it. This defensive tackle could easily play as a end, but he is gotta. We can wait for sure. We have a high pick in the 3rd. I think we're going to try to target him there. Is there anything else? A 2-3 guard. He was that guard that could be really good. A couple of late guys here. This end, I mean, he just doesn't really speak to me in any way. He doesn't seem like that much. I'd rather take McDonald if I'm going to take anything. I don't know. Glenn Miller or John McDonald. What are we looking at here? He's 21 as well. That's pretty young. Can't ever have enough corners, really. We already have a decent amount of depth. This is the one who is, I believe, a man corner, but he has B zone. So that means he's going to have really good man coverage. Versus Glenn Miller. a guy where we're already kind of full at this position, have 2 solid ones, but he's got really good ratings. Great, elite, good, lead block A, run block finesse A, stamina A. His power's not there. We might just skip out on him and take the corner again. We do need some corner depth. Like, our corners are okay, but they're not great. We'll take McDonald. I know it's a double dip, but we need playmakers. He has a dev trait. 92 speed, 95 acceleration, 90 agility, 92 change of direction, 84 jumping. John McDonald might be even better than the other corner. I don't know. He's got a dev trait at least. There's that much. Hopefully we can land that D tackle with our next pick. That is the goal here. He was a 3rd, 4th round selection, but he could play right end for us. That's what we need him for. He's there. Dwayne Davis, I'm not even going to take a second chance at it. We're going to take him. D power moves, but A finesse. No dev trait. 80 speed, 90 strength. That's really high. He could be really dang good. He's already 23, so a little older. I wish he did have that dev trait, especially at 23 years old, but you can't win them all. He still could be a very good player, as long as his rest of his stats do fill out well. They do look like they will be absolutely fine, though. Another 3rd round pick here. Could trade out of this one if we don't see anything we love. We did have some late round players in this draft. Kyrie Rogers, we do need another. We'll take him. He's a 3rd round projection anyways. He's here. We need more receivers. He's 23 as well. Hopefully he has a dev trait. No dev trait. 92 speed, 93 excel, 90 agility and change of direction, 77 jumping. I don't know. He'll be fine. We're just taking players at this point, trying to finish this draft out. Next user pick, please. I don't remember any of the rest of the guys we had. I just remember maybe clicking on them, seeing if there's something. There was that one fullback that was really good. I've never seen a fullback with that high of ratings, but, I mean, he's a fullback. I'm not super concerned about that. I've already taken 2 corners. I mean, I guess it can't hurt, but at the same time, I just don't feel like that's super smart. I might consider trading out and getting more picks in the future. I don't even know what I need at this point. I've got a D tackle. I've got outside linebackers covered in free agency. Any good O linemen available potentially? Bo Whitaker, meh. I'm more interested in maybe a tackle if there is anything. That guy could be decent. He could be okay. Is there a left tackle? I feel like I might have seen one. Pass blocks A to C, run, not good. That right tackle might be okay. Why not? We'll give him a shot. Who cares? He's a UDFA, so he's probably not going to be good. Yeah, probably not. Whatever. At this point, I'm just taking picks. Probably should have just traded out, but I don't really care. Got another pick here. I might just go and take that fullback. I do think he was really good, and it's a fullback, but hey, it's a position we don't have on our roster, and I mean, they're good blockers. They can help in the run game some. He looked really good. I've never seen, which one was it? This one. That many Bs is never, I've never seen that. That's unheard of. A to C, A to C, A to C, B, B, A to C, A to C. Like, that's really, really solid. Elite, great. Poor change of direction, but he's a fullback. Best speed that there can be. I think we're going to take him. Let's just go ahead and do it. A dev trait. 81 speed for a fullback. That's great. That's insane. 86 acceleration. 80 strength. He is ripped. 6 foot, 231. I'll take it. I'm going to sim the rest of this. I'm not really interested anymore. At the end of the draft, we have our recap here. Rob Franklin, the quarterback, is a 77. The running back is a 79. Oh my gosh, what a draft we just had. A 77, a 79, an 80, a 78 for our second corner taken. A 73, so he's going to be a decent player. Might even go up at defensive end. A 73 receiver. The tackle sucked. The fullback is a 78 overall. Goodness. And was that one of the corners we had selected? I don't know. That was a huge win. The quarterback's good. The running back's good. The corner's good. We just got a huge win in this draft. That was insane. That is absolutely obnoxious. We're going to adjust the roster here. We need to move some guys around anyways. That one corner who had good zone coverage, he could play safety for us if we want to get rid of Thompson, but I don't know. We might just keep him. Rob Franklin, day one starter, 22 years old, only 4 overall worse than Kyler. Teague will be our automatic starter. He's 3 overalls better and 6 years younger. The receivers, he'll fit right in here. He'll at least play some. We'll probably play him over Michael Wilson because at least he's the same overall. Not worried about the tight ends. Trying to see what else we got here. The line looks good. The line does look pretty good. I want to move, was it right end? Yes. The one guy, was it this guy? To right end. He's a 73. Let's see if he goes up. I really hope so. He would be much more beneficial at that spot instead of playing as our second defensive tackle. You just don't really need that guy that much. I don't know why my camera is blurring out so bad. Hopefully he fits in as like a 74, maybe? 72. Okay, he's still better than the next guy, so we'll keep him. Good little linebacker. Did Zaven Collins regress? He's 26 years old and regressing. Awesome. Baron Browning was an upgrade this offseason. A great section of corners now. Marco Wilson is regressing. Paulson, we got a ton of corners on this roster. Goodness. We're going to keep probably Barber through maybe Paulson Adebo, maybe Von Jackson even, just because he's young. Jalen Thompson, we've got these guys, whatever. Isaiah Simmons, Cameron Dicker, Braden Mann. Awesome. And then next year, or that's this year, excuse me. Next year we have, what is this? A first, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, a seventh. And then the next year, a second, a third. We're probably going to trade maybe that one of these seconds and like this third to get a first in that year. But we'll see when we get to that. I'm not worried about that right now. That draft, we just had an insanely great draft. This could be a very good year for us. Hopefully, we turn this franchise around right here, right now. All right, guys, so this is me recording on a different day. These videos take a long time, so if you will please hit that like button, subscribe button, all those things. Yesterday, I recorded for nearly 4 hours, and we're only starting year 3 now, and we haven't even gotten close to winning. So, let's get right into this. Yeah, this is the team. We've got the rookie quarterback, the rookie running back. We've got our rookie wide receiver playing our third spot, even though he's one less than Michael Wilson. I just feel like he'll probably develop better since he's that close and a couple years younger. Really good running back room now with Gibson and Teague there. Our line looks really good. Brought in Quinn Miners, drafted, I believe the center, or was that last year? I don't even remember at this point, man. It's probably last year because he's not got a development. Move Valentine as our tight end too, since he's got the dev trait, even though he's one worse. And then defensively, we've got a good defense, I think. Really good linebackers here. Isaiah Simmons, we did move on from Buda Baker, if you haven't caught up on that. Baron Browning was another addition. Then we got these, the two corners. I'm honestly going to move McDonald to CB2 just because of that dev trait. If it's better than Star, he'll be above Mumphrey fast anyways. Garrett Williams goes down to CB4 because of the additions in that room. This was that D tackle we drafted, moved him to right end as that was a bigger need. But yeah, pretty good defense. I'll show you all the specialists. We're going to, like I said, this has been a long time coming right now, so we're probably going to go ahead and move through this pretty quick and get to the next part of the season. At our bye week, we are 2-4. This is not good. We've gone up an overall point in every single facet, offense, defense, and overall. Not good. We've got to check some negotiations. Honestly, Jalen Thompson, I don't know who's behind him right now, but I don't really particularly care to bring him back. We could figure something out at that position. He's a little bit older. We'll look at him maybe later. We need to save money. We're gonna have players later on that are gonna be more expensive and more valuable. I'm definitely willing to bring Zaven Collins back. That is a good deal for us. Awesome deal right there. Trey McBride will probably be brought back. I'll wait on him though. Get him more interest potentially. Other than that, Paris Johnson, he's an option, but we'll take him back. I don't really think we're worried about a lot of the rest of these guys. We'll probably look at Cameron Thomas just because he's young. McBride. Thompson's a question mark. What is that per year? It's really not that bad, actually. You know what? I'll give him that offer if he accepts it. Needs a bigger offer to overcome not wanting to be here. We'll wait on him. We'll see what we can do. We have a lot of money, but I want to keep it that way. This is not looking too hot right now, but we've got a lot to do. We can potentially even make more out of the salaries, but let's go to the trade center. I just want to see if there's anybody on the trade block. This team is not performing too well. The quarterback, we need to check out what his dev trade is. Running back, we don't need a running back. We really don't need a wide receiver or a tight end. I don't know what we're looking for, but maybe something crazy in here. I don't know. Shaquille Griffin. There's nothing here. Well, I don't know. There's nothing here. We can potentially check and see what all of our rookie dev traits are. We haven't seen those yet. I haven't looked. Hopefully it's out by now. It's week 7. We played 6 games. They've had the preseason. They had training camp to a point. Hopefully we see something. So here it is. Superstar dev for our quarterback. Let's go. The running back should be close anytime now. I want to know how close he is. Maybe 1 week will give it to us. Oh, yeah. By our next game, he will have that opened. The quarterback's a superstar. It's a lot of all we can ask for, though. Really. Yeah, that's awesome. Other than that, who did we have as a rookie, maybe? McDonald was that. Is there any other guys we had as rookies? I don't think so. McDonald he's got to be close, too. He's got to be pretty close. He's a little farther off, but he's in a position that's harder to play in consistency. Offense, I feel like there was somebody else. Was it a backup, maybe? I don't know. All right, we'll be fine. Our quarterback is superstar. I wonder what those other quarterbacks were. Colvin, Stovall. What was the other one's name? There was one more that was like up in the top 5. Either way, I'm going to simulate probably at least till week 10, 11, 12 in that range, maybe even to the end of the year. We'll see what happens. I simulated 1 week and decided that I feel like this team needs a better weapon somewhere, some way. And so when I do trades, what I like to do is try to have something that makes sense in terms of maybe a theory or something that could play out in real life to some degree, why something would happen. So I'm really highlighted by Jalen Waddle and also Devontae Smith. Because you could see a potential, a scenario here where these guys are second receivers, but they both feel like they're good enough to be number ones, and they want out. And I think that's reasonable. I'm more interested in Devontae Smith right now because he has the dev trait better. So we're going to try to get him. I've tested out a little bit. This package on the left got me very close to getting Waddle, but not there yet. I expect this to be not as close for Devontae Smith. Nope, it got it done. Devontae Smith, welcome to the team. We used our first-round pick this year and a bunch of the excess picks that we gathered through last year. Yeah, I feel like that was really needed. I felt like we were really lacking in our offensive game overall, and I thought we weren't going to get anywhere without it. We have a ton of running backs. We can get rid of this one for sure. That'll do. Devontae Smith, welcome to your new wide receiver 1 spot. Yeah, that's awesome. So, let's check our lineup now. We should have 2 superstar wide receivers. Marquise Brown's good, but he's just not a 1. He's just not. So this should make a huge impact for us. He's not going to be listed here, of course, because they can't put him on the freaking roster ever. Whatever, man. Let's get him up here. Clicked on the most random receiver I could, I suppose. Devontae Smith, move him all the way up 1 by 1. I want Michael Wilson to be under Rodgers. He's younger. So Devontae Smith, a new wide receiver 1 for the Arizona Cardinals. A 2-headed duo, not to mention a great running back. And then, really good depth now. This Quinn Minor, what happened? Is Gregory hurt? Gregory's hurt. We're playing him. Can we play John Gaines, please? Here, we'll do this. John Gaines up, Quinn Minor's up. How about that? Works for me. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. We haven't found out about a lot of the rest of our guys yet. We haven't played Week 8 yet. So, this should help us a lot. Let's hope for the best. Let's get to the end of this season. I want to stop at Week 18 to just show you we are 10-6. The Devontae Smith trade has clearly worked out and done wonders. 88 overall offense, 85 defense, 86 overall. We're probably one of the better teams in the league. We're going to make the playoffs because we've won our division already. And this is just great. So what I wanted to stop here to do is negotiate a couple contracts, see who we're going to bring back. Probably going to have more interest in some guys now. Jalen Thompson still does not want to be here. We'll probably make that happen anyways. I just don't want to lose a key piece at this point. He's not expensive. We will accept Paris Johnson's option. Not really interested in Marquise Haynes. Cam Thomas, I'll go ahead and lock him down as a backup. He's not making much money, but a good backup is always good to have. We don't have Myjai Sanders anymore, so we only have 1 left. I'll boost you up a little bit. Nah, I don't know. He wants more and more money, so we're gonna see. Let's go ahead and offer McBride 1 time. I'll get him to 3. He signed today. He likes the money. He just doesn't like just the team overall. So we'll wait on him. He might come around when we have some playoff success maybe. We'll see what happens. But we're in a good spot, for sure. Hopefully we do well in the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the first game. Here in the playoffs, we have a couple scenarios to look at. We have a cold opponent. The Niners apparently started off hot and ended pretty bad. So let's see what this gives us. I know we expected to win that game, but like you said, we lost last game. That's what it is. Oh, not this game. Gotcha. Every win is a W. Or we did win. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't hit our goal or something. We won. Whatever. Here's our first playoff game against a team that is better than us. They have a worse offense, but a much better defense. It's a little scary. We'll play it cool. We don't want to guarantee a win and then look like an idiot. You know, whatever. I don't care. Not a big deal. We're going to make some staff upgrades, upgrade some players before we get in this game. Just because I'm not going to, you know, jump the gun too much. Not anybody here I'm really interested in too much in the player upgrades, so I'll just let the CPU upgrade them. Hopefully we beat this team. I want to at least make the divisional round. Let's go ahead and check. We never checked what a couple of those dev traits were. The fullback, the corner, a couple more maybe. We'll see. Fullback does not know yet. Do have a star dev from Teague. Wish it was better, but hey, can't win them all. A superstar corner for the McDonald guy. Let's go. I'm moving him to CB1 immediately. And then we have a normal dev 83 overall, so he's still really good. This is a good team. This is a very good team. Hopefully we can make something happen. I really, really hope so. I'm going to hit a couple staff upgrades real quick, and then I will show you the game. We're going to quickly send by quarters. I've already let some of the clock go on accident, but it's okay. Next quarter, we'll just go ahead and jump all the way there. We tie the game up. Okay, it jumped on me really fast. We scored quick. Go ahead and send one full quarter again. The Niners scored again, but can we match it? We do. Going into halftime, we take a 7-point lead. So at halftime, we're up 7. That's great. Hopefully we can continue this. Let's get to the fourth quarter. This is really going to make things happen. We're marching. Add it to 10. Up to 10-point lead. Huge gain. They get 3 back. We're going to jump slowly here. I'm going to just kind of click through. We're marching. Another touchdown. Looks like we're going to put this one away. We're within a score now. They're going to try to work us down. We made a huge play. 4 yards by Eric Teague. Pass knocked away. 1st and 10. That's game, right? Yep, there it is. We have made it through the first round of the playoffs against a team that was probably better than us. Let's check the stats for this game. Rob Franklin, 113 passer rating, 66%, 400 yards almost, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Eric Teague, only 40 rushing yards. Not great, but it's whatever. Devontae Smith with a cool 180 and 2 touchdowns. And defensively, I bet they had a bit more than us, didn't they? They had a lot of tackles for loss. Baron Browning had 3 sacks. So did Rashawn Gary. We ate Brock Purdy's lunch. They had to pick any forced fumbles, no forced fumbles. We won the turnover battle. That's what matters. And we killed their quarterback 6 times. So, that's awesome. Getting us to the second round of the playoffs. Game 2, divisional round of the playoffs, at home versus the Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully, this goes a lot better than even Game 1 did, and we can smoke them and make our way to the conference championship. The Battle of the Birds in the NFC. And we're not going to play, obviously. We're going to jump forward using the quarters. Maybe, if it'll let us. Next quarter. On our first drive, we get 3 points. Good enough. Tied it at 3 before the quarter ends. We start off with the ball, and we put 7 on the board as we should. They only match it with 3. That's what we like to see. At halftime, up 10-6. They get up ahead of us with a touchdown. We're in a bad spot here. Doesn't look great for us right now. They went to 4th and 11. We were able to knock a pass away. They put up 3 more points via a kick. Now, let's jump forward. Change of possession. We need a touchdown. We're marching. We had to punt. They're at the 8-yard line. And they're already at the 21. Awesome. Let's go ahead and do change of possession. This is not looking good. They're just marching the field. Oh, it's going to be tough to come back from. Although we do get a 27-yard reception from Marquise Brown. We're going to have to do something pretty quick here. And interception. Junior Brown closes out our season. A tough way to go. Look at all this, man. All these development traits on this field. And we're going to go out on a knee. Not the way we wanted this to end. That's tough. Let's go ahead and get out of this, man. Not fun. Lost to the Super Bowl champion. That's at least a good sign. Dak Prescott wins MVP again. Coach of the Year, Nick Sirianni. We don't get anything. Didn't get a Rookie of the Year. Didn't get anything, Defensive Player of the Year, nothing. That stinks. A.J. Terrell, interesting enough, won MVP of the Super Bowl. Didn't even have the pick in our game, so I don't know what he did to do that. Checking in on our, retirements. Seeing if anybody has left our team real quick. We did not lose a single person, but Stafford, retires, and Tyler Lockett also retires. We're going to check our upgrades, see if there's any good players to upgrade. It's probably, it's a lot of our, it's our practice squad guys, whatever. Welcome back, guys. Man, I think I might do one more year of this, and if we don't have a Super Bowl winning year then, we'll see. But like I said, I did this for 4 hours yesterday, from about 2:30 to 6:30. And now I'm doing this again, and it's been an hour today. That's 5 hours. We'll see what happens. If you can't tell, I've definitely slowed down a little bit. Hopefully one of these D-ends is really good. We could use a very good D-end. Maybe Matt Curry. But at the same time, we gave away a first-round pick, so I don't really think that's going to be a viable option. We don't really have to scout right now. We'll wait till the last mock draft the week before and do all of our scouting at one time. We don't have a first-round pick. I gave it up for Devontae Smith, which I'm fine with, absolutely. Drafting a 93 overall receiver in the first round, sure, that's fine with me. He's on a 5-year deal, so we have him for a long time. It all makes sense. It's whatever. Now we've got to see what we can do in the playoffs, or excuse me, not the playoffs, the re-sign period and beyond. Hopefully there's some good players in free agency. We will accept Paris Johnson's option. Jalen Thompson, I'd really rather have him back than not, just because of the solid player he is. What's his franchise tag look like? We'll check in a minute. I'll raise McBride up to... He's a good tight end. I'll raise him there. We got him down. That's what I wanted to see. We're still over 100 mil. 18. He's not worth 18. I'll tell you that right now. Haynes is 27 and he's a 70 overall. I'll probably give him like a 3-year deal as just a backup piece. At least he's something. That's not bad. We're still over 100 million. I'm going to keep it that way because we're going to have probably either the ability to sign somebody really good or free agents that we have to bring back from our own team very soon. So I think that'll be good for me. I'm going to check these staff points and then we'll get to free agency. Week 1 of free agency is here. I don't know who's available. I have not checked yet, but I just want to look at our roster and see what we can even be targeting. So, Marquise Brown went down to a star dev. Honestly, could be a trade piece sooner rather than later. He's a little older, I think, at this point. I mean, we're like 4 years in now. He's 29. Definitely could be a trade piece. Wouldn't mind that. We'll see. We'll wait on it. But Franklin's still a superstar. Star dev from our fullback. An X-Factor corner now. That's huge. That we needed a playmaker on defense, and now we have it. I really could just move like Garrett Williams or Marco Wilson back to free safety and let them play that, and so we have our corner. We have a ton of corners right now. A ton of them. He's a 79 free safety. We may just do that if we don't find anybody better. Unless there's just some kind of stud in free agency. Could be looking for a better edge rusher. Baron Browning has already regressed to lost his star dev. I feel like that's really the only thing we're missing is a really, really good edge. Rashawn Gary obviously is a very good player, but he's playing in for us. I feel like that's really all we're missing is a good edge. We're probably going to look at changing our playbook this year. Maybe our schemes and all that too, just to fit our team better. Let's check who the free agents are. See if there's even anybody worth time for us. I believe this year should be decent. Ronnie Stanley, Jalen Phillips. That's interesting. Not interested in Stanley. DeMarcus Lawrence. Darius Slay. Matt Gay. I don't know. I might send an offer out towards, what's his name that we just seen. I already forgot his name. Yeah, let's go check him out. A high-end player. Jalen Phillips. He could be our Baron Browning starter replacement. He doesn't even want that much money, honestly. Where are we looking at with this deal right here? What's the whole... We're sitting in the... we're not in a good spot. I'll boost him up to 8 and 10.5. If he doesn't really get us there with this, it's just not going to happen. We're up in the top tier. I don't really need a running back. We don't need a fullback. Jameson Williams is a free agent. Interesting. Christian Watson as well. They both aren't actually that expensive at all. That's kind of tempting to trade Marquise Brown and bring in Williams, but honestly, that's a little bit unrealistic, so we're not going to do that. It's a good tackle there, but, I mean, I guess we could move somebody to right tackle, get a really good replacement. He wants to be here, but he's already 32. What's the offer he wants? He wants 22 a year. I just don't think so. I think that's too much. We'll check his years in a minute if we don't see anybody else here and see how many years he wants to play. If it's only 1 or 2, we might consider it. Jalen Phillips, obviously. I just don't really see anything else. Jalen Thompson's best safety available, but Garrett Williams could really do that for us and be fine. He was just as good as him at this point. I mean, what was Jalen? Jalen Thompson's an 83. He's a 70, 79, I believe. So that's fine with me. How many years do you want? 1 year. Get a really good tackle for 1 year. You know what? Why not? We won't bring him back. If he accepts, he accepts. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We're going to offer a little bit more just because it's a 1-year rental. And I'd like to try to actually get him if we're going to get him. I'll boost him up to that. It's a pretty good deal. For a lot of money, honestly. We're up in the top tier for him. So let's just go and see who we land. Probably neither, I'm going to guess. We are the best offer for Jalen Phillips at this point. They both signed. Neither to us. That stinks. Stanley to the Falcons and Jalen Phillips to the Rams. All right. I don't know if we're interested in pretty much anything else. We've got a lot of young players. We could really just do development on this team and make it work. We have 58 players on the roster already. We don't really need anybody else. Let's go make sure we don't have a lacking position right now. Like only one quarterback or something like that where we just need a depth piece. We really shouldn't. We have 4 quarterbacks on the roster. 3 running backs is fine. A fullback is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide receivers. They're fine. Tight end's fine. We're really fine on the O-line. I mean, 1 center, but that's not a big deal. How many ends? We have 4 total ends. We could potentially look at, well, we might look at one in the draft anyways. We might need another D-tackle. We do need another outside linebacker. We don't have enough there. Gosh, we've got so many cornerbacks. We could probably look at trading Adebo and maybe even Marco Wilson and just seeing what we can get out of them. Garrett Williams is under them, and he's 2 years younger and the same overall. I say we definitely do that. We need probably some safety depth. So I'm going to go sign some backups. I'll let you know who we get, but it's not going to be much. So Kyle Duggar was on the trade block, and I really didn't think this would work. I was really just trying to test the waters and see how close we could get. But 3 corners for Kyle Duggar, and we get our safety tandem. We're going to move probably Isaiah Simmons to free safety. That is a tandem, that's for sure. Like I said, did not think that was going to work at all. Can't believe it did, to be honest with you. Yeah. But now we have 288 overall safeties. Kyle Duggar is a little older, but like we said, we're looking at winning very soon. I'm not interested in no, not happening. You're not going to give us enough money to do that. And we need money in the future anyways. Move him to free safety. Don't need a free safety anymore. What is his free safety rating? I want to know. 88 still. And we still have 89, 89, 83, 78, 74. We're looking good. We're looking real good. Did not think that was going to happen at all. But there's our big signing. We do kind of still need to get some of those depth pieces. Haven't done that yet. I just checked through the trade block and Duggar was there. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know. Just letting y'all know real quick, all we brought back in free agency was DJ Wanham to be a backup edge, and Leki Fotu came back on a very cheap deal just for depth for a couple years. I think both of them are 2 or 3 year deals. Not big money. Super easy. Just wanted to get some stuff settled in. Stopped here at week 5. I don't even know exactly what picks we have. I'm pretty sure I used this year's pick for Devontae Smith. I don't remember those, so I'm going to check real quick. Best way to check is trade block, honestly, just to go right into it and see it. We have a 2nd, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, a 7th. 2 7ths, actually. Okay. So, we don't have a first-round pick for 2 years, but honestly, we don't need them. Our team is so good. There is a lot of defensive ends in this class. That is the strength of it, at least. So, let's go in and see who they are. Private workouts. Let's go see this. I'm going to probably select some really back-end guys for these just to get some development and see what we can do. I don't have anybody selected. I really have not looked at these at all yet. I don't like any. They must be all write-ins because those are bad to start with. Okay, a little bit better. That guy's supposed to be the first pick or whatever. I don't know. Wilkerson has 2 A's. He has an F finesse move, but that's a D tackle right there. That's a D tackle. We'll get him in here. He's probably a second rounder though. Only issue with him. Yeah, that guy, I don't know if y'all can read that. Let me go, I don't know, I just realized y'all might not be able to see that. He's 6'6", 311. That man is a tank. Clayton Ryans also has 2 A's. He doesn't have as bad of, actually might be better. We'll mark him down as well. Those are both really early, so let's go back and find something pretty late. Let's see a depth piece maybe in a linebacker spot. I don't see anything I really care for here at all. Clinton, a UDFA, could be pretty decent. We already have him 75% scouted. Why not? Nah, I'll wait on him. Let me see who else I might be able to find. Let's check the other side. Zach Compton doesn't look bad. He's 65% scouted, so we'll know more about him. Rodney Duval is very average. He's more of an off-ball linebacker, though. We don't really need corners. We could use a backup tight end, maybe. Now, we have those 2 young guys. I forget. I don't even know who we need at this point. We could use a middle linebacker eventually, I'm assuming. Tyreek Andrews. I've seen that. BBA. That guy doesn't look bad either. We'll put Tyreek Andrews down here. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we might be working with here. We'll check out more actual profiles in this. We added the right ends. Who was it? Not Rasheem Price, I don't think. I'll know the name. Ryans. That's one of them. He had 95% completed now. Clayton Ryans. Decent speed. Elite strength. 38, 36 reps. Yeah, he's really good. We might target him in our second round pick. 4 A's on his list. Yeah, he's targeted for sure. Junior Wilkerson was the other one. Does have F finesse moves, but this guy is a D tackle. Elite strength once again. Had the most at the combine. 4 A's once again. He is also going to be a target. We're going to try to get one of those 2. I don't really care who. Wilkerson might be better, honestly. He's got that size to him as well. It's ridiculous. So I really wanted to move up and try to get our, what's it called? One of our defensive ends. And I still have to move up some more. But I forgot to turn my camera on. Awesome. And I traded Samori Toure, our second pick, our 7th, one of our 7th. We have the 2 7ths. And a backup tackle, I think, to get a little bit higher of a second round pick. Moved up about 4 picks. But I still think we need to move up about 10 more picks. Trying to get to about pick 40. I don't know who has those picks or the cap room to suffice us moving there. Right around 40. How much are we off right here for 12 picks up? Not that far. The problem is they don't have cap room, so we can't give them players. 5, 6. How about we give you a 5th later? Quite a bit later. Hopefully we don't make it that far. We'll go up to a 4th. We're trying to get up to a good spot. We can't give them players because they don't have the cap room. Do I really want to do a 3rd to move up 12 spots? I mean, we're not going to play that far anyways, more than likely. At this point, whatever. All right. We have to get one of those 2 ends. That's really the only position we need that bad. We have a couple decent ones, obviously, but we just want to be able to have some decent depth if we lose somebody. They're both projected as first, second round guys, so we may have missed out on both of them already, but this will at least give us a higher quality of life pick, and maybe we can recuperate assets if we did miss them. One of them's here. Not the big unit of a... Hold on. I forgot about that D tackle. That D tackle's still here. I wonder who's better. Will Dukes. He's a second, third round. We'll wait him out. Hopefully he's there. If he's not, whatever. This guy's going to go, though. We need to end. He's a hidden def. 86 acceleration, 72 agility, 66 change of direction, 75 speed, 91 strength is all that matters here. He's got a depth trait. That's good enough. Cool. Well, that's awesome. We get the 12th pick of round 3. We're going to move this pretty quickly. Probably going to not even take all the picks ourselves. There's just not a lot here that I care about, honestly. A 3rd round guy for both of these two. We'll take the linebacker, I guess. We've already got an end. Make it balance a little bit. The guy looks okay. No depth trait, 88 acceleration, 83 agility, 74 change of direction, 79 jumping, 86 speed, 77 strength. Really put in less time to this draft class, but honestly, I don't care. Our team doesn't need the draft class. We need to win a Super Bowl is what we need. So, hopefully we can make something out of this. And, yeah, we'll see. Here's our draft class. The defensive end is a 75. The middle linebacker is a 76. That's nice. Duval sucks. Melvin sucks. Clinton's okay. Wheatley's okay. I didn't draft these 3, so whatever. I mean, they're fine. 67 is not even that bad, honestly. Not great for the draft round we took him, but whatever. Actually, I think I need to fix some positions. I think that one of those outside linebackers might have been an off-ball guy. Let's go ahead and check it out. I don't know. We should be good for the most part of this. Just checking on everything. We'll move one of these guys over. Let's move. This is our rookie. We'll move Kadeem Trapp over, a depth piece. I really hate how they put the edit player in like this whole extra menu. I really wish there's a quick way to do it. Like on 2K, I don't know if any of you have seen this. You can press the start button and just like jump over to any stat and just change it super easily. Very convenient, but you know, it's Madden. Nothing's going to be convenient here. Was he? He might be a run stopper. Let's see. Yeah, does not have good moves. He's going to be a middle. Honestly, though, we might just keep him just because we don't have as many guys on their position. And honestly, who cares? We have too many middles as it is. He's not going to play that much there. We'll just keep him where he is. Have a ton of corners still. Got to get rid of some of them. Probably just going to slide one of them over to strong safety just to have somebody there. Somebody with a really good tackle rating, probably. I'm seeing probably Von Jackson. He's got a decent rating for a back-end guy. Not release. No, sir. Not do that, please. Thank you. Strong safety for Von Jackson, just because. Why not? Von sounds like a Von Bell. He's a strong safety. That's why. Cool. Sounds good. I'm glad we can agree. We'll probably just simulate straight. I'm not even going to go week by week in this year. I'm going to sim straight to the first game of the season, get stuff ready, depth chart-wise, and then just go. We're not going to worry about too much here. All right, guys. Now here we are at the first part of the season. This is currently 8:30 at night. Last time you saw me in the last clip, 10 seconds ago, it was actually 10:30 or 11:30 this morning. So here we are at a new point in the day. This video is taking forever to make. It's okay though. It is what it is. I'm glad to get this content out for you guys. Hitting our roster real quick. Just want to show you what we're looking at working with here. We've got our quarterback. Obviously, he's up to an 86 overall, 92 overall. Devontae Smith. A good O-line, really across the board. An 80 at least at every position. 2 solid tight ends. Nothing to complain about there. We've got our defense. I'm gonna move. He's actually 2 overalls lower, or 1 overall lower at this point, but he has the X factor. He's gonna start. We've got all these guys here. Didn't we bring in somebody else? I'm on it. Like I said, this is a little bit later, so I'm kind of forgetting at this point. I think we have a guy above Baron Browning at this point. Let me check the depth chart for this, but I could be wrong. Rashawn Gary, BJ Ojolari. Did we have anybody else? Probably not. Maybe we were going to stick with... Yeah, we were going to stick with him. We brought in DJ Wanham. Yeah, okay. It was just Baron Browning. I just can't remember. It's been a long time. All right. So this is the roster. This is what we're going to work with for the rest of this, continued series. Rashawn Gary is not using an X factor right now for some reason. Let me set it and then unset it, and maybe it'll come back. He had the blitz X factor. It just wasn't appearing over there on the right of our team. Is it there now? It is not. Interesting. We'll see what that's about. Not really sure right now, but I'll worry about it later. Probably have to unset his X factor and then reset it. On offense, hopefully we get an X factor soon. Hopefully the quarterback or Devontae Smith goes up. But either way, this is like a pretty good roster. The depth at corner is super great. Our third corner is an 82 overall. The safeties are good. The linebackers are good. yeah, we're doing pretty good overall. This looks like a pretty good team. Hopefully this is the team that gets it done. I'm going to sim to at least midseason. Yeah, we'll see what happens. At week 7, we're 3-4. Not really where we want to be, but it could be worse, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. This year's not looking hot. +4 man coverage. That is ridiculous for John McDonald. A very good corner. +4 awareness this time. He's up to a 90 overall. He's 95 speed, 95 man coverage, 94 speed technically. Yeah, not bad. 79 zone, but honestly, who cares? Seeing if there's anybody else I really care to upgrade myself. Rob Franklin would be nice, I guess. Get him to where we need him. I did adjust the playbooks and whatnot a little bit before the season started. I just moved us to something that fit our team better in terms of the positions we had. Not really super worried about it, to be honest. This is not looking too hot. Our last week was good. We're at week 8. I don't know. New ability unlocked for Rashawn Gary. Great. Wonderful. That's awesome. I don't really care. I don't know why I clicked on it. He's got Relentless, and yeah, it's all great. Wonderful. He's got the free agent get up right there. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I really just feel like at this point, we're kind of just, I'll let the staff decide. We're probably going to be done after this year, one way or another. We'll see what happens. Let's round out the year for sure. Check our negotiations at least. See if we can, bring back people we have to bring back, whatnot like that. We have $80 million. Who we got? We need to bring back Barner and Kendall Davis. Those are both options we will take. Maybe not Davis, actually, just because he's not as big of or it's too big of a number for his rating. Everybody else, though, I mean, Barnes I could even bring. That money could be a little bit lower. We'll see. Garrett Williams, I mean, as much as I'd like him back, he's just really not necessary. We can't really afford to lose Ojulari. He's only 24. I'll give him a 5th year, and I'll bump his money up quite a bit. We really can't afford to lose him. The offer's real tempting. Maybe he'll come back. Duggar's a little older than I want. I don't know. I don't really feel like there's anybody I should trade at this point. The only thing I could see potentially making any sense would be trading a guy like Garrett Williams and maybe some picks to try to improve something. But what's there to improve? I mean, this roster is very good all the way around. We have multiple good receivers, a good quarterback, a good running back, a great O-line. I mean, I guess we could use another edge rusher, like a real edge rusher. Barner's up to superstar dev. Was he there a minute ago? Yeah, I think he was. I don't know, man. Let's check our stats. I've forgotten to do that in the end of the last few years now. I forget that often. Stats and awards. Rob Franklin is 3rd, I see over there. 2,000 yards. 3rd in the NFL. 9th passing touchdown. We're not scoring the ball through the air well. We better be scoring some rushing. I mean, we have 7 rushing touchdowns at this point. That's not bad. Averaging 4.1 yards per carry. Devontae Smith's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season. Already at 761. Rondell Moore's doing pretty well for himself as well. Defensively, are we at least forcing turnovers? Rashawn Gary's got 7 tackles for loss. 6.5 sacks. Baron Browning's got 5 sacks. We're not even forcing turnovers at all. Maybe we need to change these playbooks again. We've got a few forced fumbles. I'm going to look into changing these playbooks, and I'll sim to like week 15 maybe. We'll see what we're doing. But if it's really not any different, we'll just go to week 18. We are at week 17, and we've made a massive jump into 10-6. I mean, not the best rating, but at least we're on a winning record. I mean, that's at least as little I can say. I hope we have some more development from some guys. I'm definitely hoping on that. Eric Teague is one I'd really like to be more than star. I don't think he's going to get it this season for sure. I mean, he's a rookie, I believe, or 2nd year? Yeah, I think 2nd year. He's still star. I really don't expect much more at this point, at least. We'll definitely get their corners upgraded just because there's so much cheese with this slot. I know it's cheesy, but they get so many extra points. Plus 2-man, plus 1 press. It's just worth it. It's not really worth it to let him go by it. Same with Tevin Barner. He's up to a 90 overall. We've got like 2 90 overall corners and we can't win. It's pretty ridiculous. I think we're doing a lot better with the new playbooks, I would assume. I'll check the stats again here in a second. I'm not really concerned about a ton of these guys, I don't think. I'd like to have a lot more than 1 point for some of these guys, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll let this just be what it is. I'm not really interested in fixing all that up. It's a lot of upgrades, that's for sure. What is our team overalls now? We are an 89 offense, an 89 defense, and an 88 overall. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous that we're not any better than we are. Hopefully, we would just get better. I don't know why we're not. BJ Ojulari, he did like that last offer. He just wasn't really interested in being here. Let me jump up to 4-5. Like I said, we can't let him leave. Team isn't right. The money isn't right. Okay, now you want more money than you originally did? Great. Awesome. Kyle Duggar, he's a little older. We'll see about after the season developing him back or bringing back. I don't know why I said developing. We'll accept Barner's option, but I'm not sure about Davis right now. We'll probably let Davis... We'll let his option go, but we'll have him next year still, obviously. Lots of staff points. I don't even care to use them right now. I'll probably do that off camera just because it takes so long time. I'm not going to sit here and doing that. Let's check our stats. Not in the top on anything that I can... Devontae Smith had a lot of yards. I saw that. Fourth and... Okay, we have made a huge jump in passing. 4,300 yards. 30 to 10. That's a pretty good ratio. I mean, a few too many. We have a lot of rushing touchdowns. 15 with him. That's great. Devontae Smith is like first or second in the league with 1,500 yards nearly. And he's still got another week to play. Defensively, let's see what happened. We've got 3 guys with double-digit sacks. That's really good. Dwayne Davis has been very good. Did we get interceptions? Okay, there we go. Our X-Factor corner does not have any interceptions. Interesting. I guess he's just locking them down so good that no one's even throwing over there. I wouldn't either. Forced fumbles, we've got a few. Recovered fumbles, less, but it's all right. We're 5th in offensive yards. And I'm trying to check defense. 22nd in defensive yards. Doesn't look like we're too far off, though. I mean, that is not a terrible number. It's a very close game, it appears. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit these staff points, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs. So we win our last game and go 11-6, and that gets us the #1 seed in what must be a very weak NFC, being 11-6. We have 2 division opponents that made the playoffs, the Niners and the Seahawks. Hopefully this goes well. The Bears are the 2 seed, which is an interesting one to see. Quick note, just in real life, the Bears did upgrade their primary logo to that little bear head instead of the C. I actually really like it. Modernizes the team a little bit. I like that bear head. It's just a very good logo. It's been around for a long time. They've used it before. It's just never been a very, common one. They don't put it on a whole lot of stuff, but I really do like that logo. I think it's very good and just clean looking. But yeah, I want to see what these weekly awards are, because we won 42-21 in Week 18. Good thing for us to do. We got Rob Franklin, 350 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He did get sacked 4 times, but he also had 40 rushing yards. Added that to the game. Let's get these staff points taken care of. Just give a couple boosts to our team for the playoff run. Can't hurt us, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, offense could use it. We've used a lot on defense, so let's boost up some of this stuff. Literally don't care what it is. Just going to plug it in. Boost speed for halfbacks? Okay, I do care what that is. We'll run that a couple times. How about that? Cool. +2 speed for our running backs. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we'll get to next week and then maybe see what happens in the playoffs. We're the 1 seed, so at least we get a bye and home field advantage all the way through. So we've lost again, as you can tell. Absolutely annoyed, man. I really don't even feel like doing this anymore. This is just, we can't get anywhere with this. I'm going to go to the Super Bowl, and if we can't maybe get a great edge rusher, or I don't know, something in the postseason to help us, we're not going to do this again. Yeah, I'm going to do that and be, whatever about it, where I have to have something go my way this offseason to where I'm actually going to continue doing this. I don't know. Maybe we're done here. Let's just see. Gonna see what our, Super Bowl recap looks like. We have $108 million, and that's all going to go away very quickly. Micah Parsons, Cowboys win again, I believe. Devontae Smith is Offensive Player of the Year. And that's all that matters. He got probably some good upgrades. Maybe he'll get an X Factor. Maybe that'll make us win something. I don't know. Probably not at this point. Yeah, just not very happy with this in general. Any retirements on our part? Probably not. We really don't have that many old players at all. I don't think so, at least. Nope, nobody. Andrus Pete was a Niner. He retired. Crazy, man. Can't win a single playoff. We have a ridiculously good team and can't win a single game. I want to see if Devontae Smith has gotten to an X Factor. That is a very good face scan. That is one of the better face scans I've ever seen in this game. He does have X Factor. I see it up there. Probably going to go away after the season. You know how Madden does this stuff. Gets an ability slot, but, what's that going to be good for? Not much. Yeah, I'm just going to really quickly, probably not even going to scout much. I'm going to get to our re-sign as many people as I can, bring back the team, get to whatever, and I'll just tell you what I did. I'm not even going to go through this one in the video. Straight to the draft we go. I think I signed, Jordan Battle because we lost Kyle Duggar. Tried to get him back in free agency. Didn't work. Whatever. Need a safety. Anybody? No. No. Yeah, don't really care about any of those. Honestly, it sucks. Trying to see if there's anybody. That guy looks really good. 3 A's. He's an off-ball linebacker. We seem like we've drafted only off-ball linebackers at the right outside spot or left outside spot. You know what? We'll take him. Best player available at this point. I don't even know if I'm going to get to this year. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to depend on how I feel in about 2 minutes. And hidden dev, 86 speed, 90 acceleration. Could be a really good player. Could be. Couldn't be. I don't know. Might suck anyways. Next pick it is. No, these safeties are here, but they don't look very good. How good is this guy? We'll see. Jason Cruz, not to be mistaken for Terry Cruz. His zone coverage sucks, and he's a safety. How about Isaiah Scott? Wasn't the best athlete the last guy either, Mr. Cruz. Better athlete here for sure. All right, we'll take him. Why not? Normal dev, 91 speed. Whatever. 19, the safety. That's odd. Honestly, probably just going to let the draft do itself from here on out. Not really much more I've looked at. Blind drafting for the most part anyways. Yeah, we'll just get out of here. Draft class overall, the linebacker's really good. We got him at this late second round. That's good. But everybody else sucked. That's what happens when you blind draft. But either way, I'm going to check out a few things. We might see if there's maybe a trade available I can make to make this team decent. But I just don't think there's going to be. There's not really any reason there would be. I don't know what anybody would have. We do have an X-Factor quarterback. That could make a huge difference. The running back went up. Receiver went up. Maybe we'll play one more year. One more year. We have another X-Factor corner now. Barner and McDonald are both corners. They're both in the 90s. This one is a 90 flat. This one is a 91. Baron Browning got his dev back. Very bad safety situation. You know what? Garrett Williams can play safety, though. He's better at it than the safety is. So we'll take it. Brought B.J. Ojulari back on a deal to get him franchise tagged. Ryan's is a dev. He's got a dev trait. He was the guy we drafted. He can play D-tackle for sure. Beyond that, let's see. We got our edge rusher. Yeah, that's going to have to be the deal. I mean, we got T.J. Watt, a great edge rusher, X-Factor. He's 32 years old, 3 years left on his deal. Just needs a change of pace. Going to his brother's old team in the Arizona Cardinals. Gave up 3 players because they're back-end roster players. Why not? Just get them off the roster. They're going to get cut anyways. And then 2 first-round picks. That's the really key here. For a 32-year-old, I think that's pretty fair. I mean, you know, he's probably only going to be an X-Factor one more time. But yeah, let's just get straight up to the cut date, get to the regular season, set our roster, and let's go. Just a quick drop in to show you all the roster. Obviously, the offense stays primarily the same. I don't think there's anything different here. Don't know why our punter is our second quarterback. Definitely got to fix that just in case. Yeah, Rondell Moore, wide receiver 3. All looks good there. Defense will look a little different. Obviously brought in T.J. Watt. Huge play there. I think I might switch him to be the X-Factor. How do I do that? I don't even know, to be honest with you. I think I'd rather his X-Factor be active on the edge instead of Barner's. Barner's is selfless. Not really as big of a deal. Like I said, I don't really know how to do that. Whatever. I'll figure it out in a bit. He's wearing 27. That's disgusting. Hate it as a Steelers fan. But, you know, at the same time, it is what it is. Needed a player. Got to make a move. Let's make this move. I'm trying to think. Make sure that's the best situation possible. Our specialists, I moved some things around here. Our rush-ins are going to be Browning and Watt. Ojulari backs them up. Rashawn Gary will move inside. It'll probably just be the best to get the best players on the field. Ojulari's a much worse rusher than Browning is, so he took that way. Mumphrey will play slot with Garrett Williams, excuse me. Slot receiver, third down back, power back. It's all good. We're going to midseason. At the halfway point, we kind of have something to look forward to. We're 5-2, 6th in offensive yards, 9th in defensive yards. So at least we have a double, sided effect at least at this point. Doing pretty good. 9 touchdowns and 1 interception. 71% completion. Very good quarterback play. Good running back play with 4.2 yards per carry, 83 yards per game. Marquise Brown leading receiver. I wonder what that's about. Games played. Looks like Devontae Smith did miss a game here. But yeah, looks like we have a pretty good overall defense. We're getting to the football. 4.5 sacks for 3+ players. Interceptions. Making some turnovers. It is what it is. At this point, we just got to put it all together and win. We've got to win, get somewhere with our team. I don't really care about anything else. I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm tired of this. Let's get done with this, please. We're like probably 2 years farther than I should have gone, and I'm just going to get straight to the point, go to the playoffs. A massive collapse from this team. 9-7 after being 5-2 at week 8. This is just awful, man. Checking the playoff picture at least. I mean, last year we weren't much better than this. We had the 1 seed. So where are we at this year? We are at the 4 seed, so we're at least winning our division, but that's about it. That's all you can say there. May not even be the 4th best team in the conference because you know how the playoffs work. It's pretty stupid in my opinion. Either way, we better win this game. Let's check our stats really quick. I mean, we have one more game. I don't really see us anywhere here. Yep, don't see us anywhere. Don't see us anywhere. All right, yeah, cool. Just checking the leaders. Nothing there. We better win. We better get to the playoffs. We'll see what happens. We lost our last game of the season. We didn't win our division. We did scrape into the playoffs. We're going to jump into this. We're going to do this very quickly. This is going to be the last game, or the last season. I'm tired of this. This has not gone well. We haven't particularly gotten better, even after getting much better players. We have a 90 overall team, an X-Factor wide receiver, an X-Factor quarterback, 4 X-Factors on defense. We can't even have that many on the game. And this is just not going well. Yeah, like we said before, we're going to go straight into this. Not even going to play a second of it. Jump forward. Next quarter it is. Get out of this as fast as we can. I mean, 7 points. We shouldn't let them score with how good we are. This better result in another touchdown. It doesn't. Must have turned it over. Oh, we're going to lose this game already. Awesome. Going to lose this one too. We're going to the end of the game. I'm not stopping this again. Can't even play defense. We tie the game. Doesn't look like it's going to matter too much. We did go up. Are we going to make it happen? We made it happen. Wow, we scraped out a win. Can't believe it happened. At this point, I just think everybody sucks. 400 yards from the quarterback is what it took. They have Justin Fields on the Saints. I guess that's why we won. Yeah, funny. Haha. All right, yep. Going on to the next game. We'll see. The Saints were a 12-5 record. The Cowboys we'll play now are a 12-5 record. We have a 90 overall team. They have an 85 overall team. All things point to us winning, do they not? I don't know. I mean, you'd think, to a point. They don't, though. Fun fact. Picked off, scored field goal. We match it with 7. I mean, our defense is actually playing this game, it looks like, so that's good. That's a good sign. We're moving on offense. I mean, this is a good start. Maybe we have to face teams that are better than us. Maybe that's the key. But I say that, and then we start losing. We start off giving them the lead. Great. Now we can't score. Now they're going to win. Let's get out of here, man. This ain't going to happen. End of game. Oh, they're just going to thrash it all up on us at once. Yep, there it is. This rebuild is over. That was not fun. We'll check our final stats for this season, I guess, since I've forgotten to do it in most other seasons. And we stunk the whole way through this rebuild. If you can't tell, I'm pretty irked right now. This has just been awful. I've done everything I could have for this team. And the players just don't play, I guess. 28 touchdowns is pretty much the best we've gotten. Had very few turnovers. 68% completion. Nothing wrong from him. 4.3 yards per carry. He's improved every year. Receiving, Devontae Smith, a little bit of a down year, but not bad, obviously. That's still very good. On the sacks, I see 14.5, 10.5. TJ Watt only 4.5. Interesting. 5 interceptions from Barner. McDonald had 1 finally. Murphy had 1. Watt had 1 even. Absolutely insane, man. If y'all want to see me go on this until I win a Super Bowl, get this video to, I don't know, let's say 55 likes. Not even that many. Get it to 55 likes and I'll suffer through more of this. But for right now, this is going to be it. Thank you for watching. I'm 0-1 in rebuilds this year. This sucked. A great team. 90 overall, 92 offense. I mean, look at the roster. I've got to show you the roster one more time to show you how this was. And we haven't been past the divisional round, I don't think. 2 X-Factors on offense, 4 on defense. And we can't get past the divisional round. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.